Time at Bojangles. How do we know our chicken is seasoned to perfection? Because you keep coming back for more. Head to Bojangles for fresh, never frozen chicken that's been seasoned to perfection, marinated for 12 hours, and hand-breaded not once, but twice. And when you buy an 8-piece box of chicken, you'll always get 4 biscuits absolutely free. So head back to Bojangles and pick up the chicken we're famous for, and the biscuits we're famous for, and our legendary tea. We're also famous for our tea. Bojangles, it's Bo time!
Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit MosquitoJoe.com or call 855-ASK-A-JOE to get started. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
Taylor Waste Services, locally owned and operated, still providing old-fashioned customer service. 11, 20, 30, 40 cubic yard roll-off containers for construction debris, industrial waste, yard debris, and most types of non-hazardous waste. Trash compactors are available, and flexible hours with Saturday pickup available when needed. Located in Hampton and serving the entire Tidewater area. Competitive rates, they take Visa and MasterCard. Call now at 723-1131. Taylor Waste Services. Service is what they sell.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Larry King Hall's Langley Speedway for Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction. Race fans, are you ready? Fantastic. Let's go trackside to kick off pre-race ceremonies to Buck Roos.
Yes, sir. Fans of destruction! It is time to have fun. Our Fall Day of Destruction brought to you by Thomas Nelson Community College. Ready to kick off down here trackside. Reverend Potter's down here for our prayer. Ron Coleman's down here for our national anthem. And we're going to hand it over to the man who's going to talk to the man above for us and keep us good and safe today as we enjoy some great racing action as well.
Are you trying to tell me that you want me to pray that the Lord will keep them safe when they're trying to kill each other?
Yes, sir. Let's get everybody up on your feet.
All right, everybody stand up right now. We're going to show a little respect to the Lord. I got my sister here, Sarah from Ohio. She's going to try to keep me straight, so she's got her work cut out for her. But the one that always wants us to be straight with his help is the good Lord, and we're talking to him right now. Lord, I sure do appreciate this beautiful, beautiful day you've given to us, and for all your blessings. You're so good to us all the time. We forget to tell you thank you, but today we sure do want to say a big thank you to you. Lord, we thank you. We live in this great country, the United States of America, where we have the freedom to choose our entertainment, our sport, our activity. And I just want to thank you for that great privilege. I know we're not a perfect country, that's for sure, but we sure would rather live here than somewhere else, so thank you, Lord. I pray for our military that's doing their part all over this world to be able to keep our freedom free, so we can stay in this land of liberty. I want to thank you for our first responders, our fire department, police department, and all the first responders that watch over us all the time. They come running in when others come running out. Just thank you, Lord, for each and every one of them. Lord, I thank you we can be here, and thank you for everybody that's involved here to entertain the fans and for the fans that come out here to have a good time. I pray, dear Lord, that you look after us today, and God bless these events today, and God bless America. In Jesus' name I do pray, and I do thank you. Amen.
Yes, sir, my friend. Thank you very much. And once again, yes, that's right. Give him a hand. That's right. Reverend Potter always takes care of everything for us here at this facility. Thank you very much, my friend. And Ron Coleman, it's awesome to see you as always, my friend. And he's going to go ahead, and we see these cars sitting on the front stretch. They have Old Glory hanging on those. You can look at any of them or ours over there in turn number 1. Here's our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hail at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ron. All right. Once again, thanks to these car owners and team members and the ladies and gentlemen that provided the cars on our front stretch. Flying Old Glory. They're going to remove those. It's time to bring over the backwards rage. Yeah!
Thank you, Buck Bruce, and once again, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. A special welcome to everybody tuning in on Facebook Live. You are catching the action in Hampton, Virginia at the legendary Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. It is our tradition each and every fall to host the Day of Destruction, presented by Thomas Nelson Community College. And I am so glad to be joined up here in the tower with Cindy Calloway, the Vice President of Institutional Advancement. Cindy, good afternoon and welcome to Hampton, Virginia. So good to have you here at the Speedway.
Oh, thank you, Brian. It is our pleasure at Thomas Nelson to be back here. What a gorgeous day for racing, and what an incredible crowd here at Langley.
You have ordered up some great weather for us, and I tell you, Thomas Nelson Community College, a great partner not only with Speedway, but Southeastern Virginia and beyond for so many years. Your school has a great reputation, and you put a lot of students through with degrees, and they have helped us across this great nation.
That is true, Brian. For over 50 years, Thomas Nelson has served proudly the Virginia Peninsula, and we have had over 30,000 alumni who have come through our doors in college training, career training, and we are here to serve this community, and we're so proud to play that role.
Tell us about some of the things that are happening today at Thomas Nelson Community College, and why should folks consider that as they're looking at schools to get their degrees?
Well, just as we're about to start racing here soon, we like to say at Thomas Nelson that you can start your college and start your career at our school. It's a great place to get your first 2 years under your belt before you transfer to a 4-year school. You can save lots of time and money, stay home, stay close to your family, your friends, continue your jobs. And also for careers. And I'm really excited to say that we're starting some new career workforce programs that are very much needed in our community right now. We proudly brought back our CDL, Commercial Driver's License Training Program, with a new corporate partner in August. We were the first college in the Virginia Community College system to bring this back. We've already graduated our first class, and as we all know, we see it on the news every day, supply chain is so important. There are great jobs right now in our community for truck drivers. We're also launching a brand new online logistics program that takes only 4 weeks to get certified. And those are programs that people can complete while at home, while they're doing something else, and then have a brand new career to enter that will again serve our country in its most dire need right now.
Absolutely, and we know right now that over 10,000 drivers are needed, and we can certainly help in that shortage that we have right now by going to the university, or to the school, I should say. Give us the website address.
The website is www.tncc.edu. From that homepage, you will see banners that will take you directly to our CDL programs, as well as to all of our workforce and college programs.
Fantastic, and right now folks can head down. We got plenty of tables set up with just great information about Thomas Nelson Community College.
And lots of candy. I know I've seen a lot of children and not so young children who have come by, and we're happy to support that. Happy early Halloween to everyone. And I do have a special gift for those alums who are in the audience today. So if I didn't see you when you came by, please stop by the first table on your way out, and we would love to present you with a special token from the college, again representing the work that you accomplished, and hopefully that's been very beneficial to you and your career. And children in your life, and we want to tell that story.
Fantastic. Wow. Thomas Nelson Community College, so good to have Cindy Calloway up here. And Cindy, we're getting ready for our first race. These race fans are pumped up. They are ready. This first one will actually be a reverse race. Normally, we're seeing the drivers go around the racetrack, you know, right to left. But in essence, we're going to back these cars up in reverse, not out the windshield, but out the back of the car using their mirrors. This just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch and possibly disastrous.
Well, it's called Day of Destruction for a reason. We certainly are excited to see what happens with this, and you know, again, we're just happy to be a part of it. It's going to be a great day for racing.
Well, we could not agree anymore. And Buck Roos is down in the pits. Buck, I tell you, this backwards race, woo!
Oh yeah, it's fun. They definitely going to get a crane on the neck. And we got a buddy down here, one of our officials. He's having fun. He's pumping them up. He was here during the monster truck event. He wants to hear the biggest Ric Flair you can give him. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Man, I love Day of Destruction. That's right, brother. We celebrate the nature boy himself once again. If you're new, your neighbors will fill you in, but most of the times it's nothing but a green and a red flag. When the red flag comes out, we make sure everybody's safe. Once we know everybody's safe, we celebrate the nature boy with a 3, 2, 1 countdown. So it looks like we've got these cars lined up. Jeff Owen down there checking them out real quick. Stick man checking in the last car. We got 5 cars that'll go around this track backwards. That's right. They will go in the regular direction. It's just in reverse, and they have to do that in reverse. And let's see, the laps, 3 laps in reverse around this 4/10 mile facility. So it's a little fun. It's almost like Tumbleweed was saying, it's almost like driving a forklift. You got to go backwards. You got to remember when you turn the wheel, which way that's going to make the car go. So they have to do that as well.
All right, so some of the drivers in this reverse race, we've got car number 3. That'll be Josh Worthington. We have Andrew Anderson out in car number 72. We also have Thomas Fontaine, that 64 car that we've seen here at the Speedway throughout the year. He'll also be out there. It looks like we've had a couple of more new registration, or a couple more drivers that have registered for this event. Don't have quite names on those yet, but looks like this should be fun. Just about less than 4 minutes until we are ready to go.
I tell you what, I got Tumbleweed down here. Brian's over here. Man, Tumbleweed, you were just saying, man, look at this beautiful crowd, buddy.
Yes, sir. I like to see this every week. We appreciate everybody coming out. Watch everybody tear a bunch of stuff off. It's more fun than that.
Well, they're fans of, as like I like to put it, destruction. Yes, that's right. I tell you, was talking to the powers that be. How many people would buy a T-shirt that says "I love destruction" on it? That's a pretty good count. What if we actually put "Woo" across the bottom of it? Would you buy it then? There you go. All right, cool.
I think they're fans.
Hey, our flyover's late.
Here it comes. Race fans, are you ready? All right. I think they're ready to see some action. 9 races today, Buck.
Yes, 9 different things on the docket. And I tell you what, it accumulates all the way down to the feature enduro race. And that's when the money's on the line, buddy. The big money. Of course, there's money for every single one of these events, but that 50-lap survival of the fittest will finish us out for the night. And I like the burnout competition this time. Instead of the cars just sitting here on the front stretch, they're going to get down over there in turn 1 in the bottom of the racetrack and do donuts to do the burnout today. So that's something brand new. So you're being part of the Day of Destruction history by attending today. So that's pretty cool.
Gonna be a lot of fun to watch. We've got a full afternoon. If you're just joining us, welcome to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Thomas Nelson Community College Fall Day of Destruction is getting ready to take the green flag. We have not started the festivities quite yet, just a couple more minutes or so, and we will do so. Again, so good to have Cindy Calloway up here with me in the tower. And Cindy, this is gonna be quite entertaining when we drop the green flag.
Oh, for sure. This is going to be so much fun to watch. And I know we got so many car enthusiasts in the crowd here today. Before we get started here, I want to just put a pitch in if I can. Thomas Nelson, for over 10 years, has had an annual car show event to raise funding for its automotive technology program. We've been able to raise some significant money, over $30,000, during the last 10 years to support our students in that program, to buy new equipment. As everyone in the car world knows right now, we've got some real challenges there too. We've got parts and types of vehicles that are not even available right now, and our program is teaching our students the most up-to-date, state-of-the-art methods and equipment, and exposing them to what they're going to have in the real world. So we hope that if we've got some car enthusiasts or some students of cars that would really like to come and take that program, they check that out as well. We're looking to bring back our car show in the spring of 2022, and so that will be on our website, and we've got a lot of repeat customers that will be getting all the flyers and information about that. Hope to have a great day like today for that event and have a crowd like this to support our automotive technology program.
Absolutely. Good stuff from Thomas Nelson Community College. And as you just mentioned, Cindy, a fantastic crowd here today. The weather could not be any better, Buck. I mean, this is a great day to go racing.
Yes, sir. Got a driver who wants to chat with me real quick. Let me see what he wants. Hang on. What's up, brother?
Hey, this thing's a dog. I want to swap spots.
You want to swap spots? Let me see if can they swap spots? I guess just try to turn that way as quick as you can, brother. Hang on, stay right there.
Oh.
He wants to swap spots with the green car. He just wants to swap spots with the green car.
So it looks like they are cranking up the engine, Cindy. We are about ready to go racing. I've got the call from up here in the tower. Let's get ready. Race fans, one more time. Are you ready? You are sounding so great down there. We are ready as well.
That's the first time I've ever seen somebody give up the outside pole.
A little unusual there, but I guess the strategy's at play.
There we go. All right, so we're ready.
All right, Buck, count us down.
Here we go. Fans of Destructions. 5, 4, 3, 2.
We are green here at Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction, and this is unusual in that they're going backwards. There are barrels on the racetrack. We have watered the speedway, and Buck, they're going backwards in 1 and 2.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, in a hole shot by the 64 machine down on the bottom of the racetrack has him about a reverse 6-car length lead, but they're 3 wide off of turn number 2. The 72 car that said it was a dog in his own words now takes over second spot, heading down the backstretch. Oh, we got a 420 spinner. 420 doing a 360.
Here they come. Thomas Fontaine has the lead. He's got the green 64 car on the bottom of the racetrack trying to avoid the barrels. Here comes the white car to his left elbow as they come off of turn number 4. Looks like that is the 8 car. Don't have a name on it, but he's taking the lead. Buck back to 1.
Shotgun on the field to the lead for the 8 machine. He started 5th out of the 5 machines and now leads the way through the center of 1 and 2. Like you said, Fontaine, a usual Enduro racer with the Parts Barn Enduro Series down on the bottom of the racetrack. Worked bottom, the 7-2 machine that swapped spots with him now goes into second where he originally was planning to start.
Andrew Anderson, driver of car number 72. They're going to come to the white flag. This is a 3-lap event. Here they come. White flag is in the air. Shane has it out. And now, we're going to carve the wall, Buck.
He has a barrel stuck underneath the rear housing of the machine, so it is not turning for the Triangle 3 machine. So now the 420, that is correct, will take over the 4th spot. But now the battle for the lead. Fontaine now hitting the throttle a little bit, is taken back over 2nd spot. Now makes a charge down the backstretch into turn number 3. Here comes the challenge.
All right, Cindy, here they come. Who do you think has the advantage? Oh, the 64 car is going to hit the wall.
I don't think it's going to be that one, but let me tell you, I think we've got a clear winner coming up here.
Here he comes, or she. Checkered flag is in the air. Car number 8 wins our first event this afternoon. Andrew Anderson brings it home in second in car number 72. Here comes Thomas Fontaine in the 64 car. He slides it back to 3rd spot, and the 420 will come home in 4th. Car number 8 picks up the first win.
And we'll find out who our mystery driver is. He's going to head around here. We're actually getting to do interviews in Dale Emmons Victory Lane with no actual demo derby. So we can actually talk to drivers in Dale Emmons Victory Lane. So the 8 machine, that's right, folks. Give him a hand as he makes his way down here. Not easy to drive backwards, just trying, and reverse donuts. How about that?
Does the 360. Wait, look at him having the hand out the window.
That's right, pump him up, buddy. This dude just did 3 laps completely backwards, perfectly from last to first as well, on top of all of that. And as he shuts her off and gets ready to climb out, who is our driver?
Wesley Givens.
Wesley Givens, what's up, man? Didn't see him. This is a dirt racer from back in the day. He can get it done on dirt, and he just did it on asphalt backwards, man. That was awesome, Wesley. Let me get your name on here. But, man, tell these people about getting prepared for it out here.
Man, it's a lot of work. We've been working, me, Tyler, and Dylan Young been working every night for the past week to try to get all this stuff ready. And, you know, it's all about the fans. That's all it's about.
There you go, buddy. And he was pumping you up. Wesley Givens taking care of business out here. Used to seeing him down at Saluda on the dirt. And today comes out on the asphalt, starts last, finishes first in our first event of the day. The backwards race is in the books.
All righty, race number 1 is done. Wesley Givens picks up the victory here in a reverse event, 3 laps. And Cindy, that was fun to watch. Just 1 of 9 now complete.
Yeah, that was incredible, Brian. Congratulations, Wesley, and all of his team. I love to see someone who starts at the back of the pack, but comes right out to the front of the pack. That's always a great way to kick off the day. Looks like, you know, we had some drivers. Looks like the destruction's already started for the day as well. Glad that that race was done very carefully and safely.
That's
we got
right.
one under the belt. I noticed while that race was going on, and there's another one. We got a flyover. Might be a little bit late, but it's kind of interesting. For Day of Destruction, we got some of those big birds out there.
Over at turn number 3. Hey, are you interested in a career in auto racing? Better brush up on your math skills. Race teams all include several people who are always crunching numbers. Drivers win the race. Thomas Nelson has several professors of math and computers at their displays behind the grandstands. Stop by and talk to them to get your understanding of what they offer here. We love Thomas Nelson Community College, proud sponsor and supporter of today's festivities. 1 race is in the books. The next one coming up here today, it will be the flagpole race. That'll be where drivers will compete 5 laps, Buck.
And we need those drivers competing in the flagpole race to make your way over across the track. Here they come out the gate. Getting ready to line up, and I know Wesley Givens a trophy. I forgot all about the fact that we got these beautiful trophies back here behind the wall. I was so excited about trying to find out who he was. But man, we got this beautiful Larry King Laws, Langley Speedway Fall Day of Destruction Reverse Race winner, October 23rd, 2021. Woo! I heard one. Woo! There we go. You get them going, it's almost like the seagulls in Finding Nemo, you know? Mike.
Good stuff on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in late October.
There you go. It looks like Wesley's entering this one, too. He just rolled right back out on the track.
Hey, he may go 2 for 2. You never know.
There you go.
Take us through this race, Buck. This is always the very interesting one.
Well, it's pretty simple, really, but for speaking-wise, but for these cats, it's a little fun because you got a barrel right there, which is just about your point of entry. You're going to start hitting the brakes right about underneath this sprinkler because when you come down here, you have to hook a left around this tire. And then you try to make your way back across here while cars are still coming in and make your way down and around the racetrack. Now, the fun part is behind the building is another one of these. So on the backstretch, you have to do it again. So each lap, you have to go around the tires and the flagpole, which is hence the name, on the front stretch and back stretch until I believe you complete 5 laps. Doing so, as I check my sheet to make sure.
You got it. 5 laps.
Yep, 5 laps around. And literally, as soon as they drop the green flag, they have to go around this. They don't get to pass it at all. They have to go around it immediately. And if you bypass any of the tires, you're immediately disqualified. Unless you turn around, go all the way back and go around the tire. So you have to do it each time to be eligible to win this pretty little envelope and trophy we got down here for $200.
$200, 5 laps of racing. Cannot say enough thanks to Pete's Towing, Tidewater Express, and Asset Auto Recovery for their support in keeping the action moving here this afternoon. We will have carnage with these race cars, and that safety crew and all of our record crew, they're going to be taking care of the action and keeping us moving here on a beautiful afternoon here in Hampton, Virginia. Again, 9 events here today. 1 is in the books. The reverse race has been completed. Wesley Gibbons has done it. He is going to also be in this one per Buck Roos. Other drivers in this event include Dale Lesso in car number 3, Nathan London in car number 47. Looks like Nicholas will be out there in the 33 entry. Sean Calloway is out there at car number 19. Thomas Fontaine returns for his second event as well in car number 64. So at least 6 drivers, it looks like, will be participating in our flagpole race. And the track, Cindy, it's going to get very narrow when they come down to race around this Hoosier flagpole that's been set up in the middle of the front stretch and the middle of the back stretch. That purple flag down there right at the start-finish line is where all those cars will go around. So the track looks wide, but it's going to get really, really narrow.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting, Brian. The drivers are going to have to, at least that they're facing forward going around the track this time. I'm sure Wesley's neck's still a little bit sore after that first race. But negotiation is going to be key, I think, in this race.
Definitely. I'll tell you, some of the experience that I've seen is these drivers come in and they lock the brakes up and go ahead and slide the rear around, let the rear actually pass the front end, purposely spin the car, in other words, and then try to come around, and then they just look for a gap. And sometimes they'll use another car and just make their way around that tire. But we've seen the tire get hit, shuffled around a little bit, and that made it interesting the next time somebody came back and it was in a different spot.
Well, while we're getting ready for this race, do not forget, we still have one more weekend of action next Saturday night, October the 30th, a new start time, 6 p.m., not 7 p.m. It is the annual Sean Beluzzo Memorial 100 Lap Modified event. You do not want to miss it. Plus, we're going to crown some more champions on Championship Night number 2. That is next Saturday night, the final race night here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. For all the details, click online at langley-speedway.com. Go ahead and secure your tickets by visiting our box office or getting them online. Just moments away from going racing here for our second event. This is the flagpole event. It'll be 5 trips around this 4/10 mile oval. But again, the trick here is you got to go around the flagpoles. All right, Cindy, will you count us down from 5?
Sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Green flag is out. We are flagpole racing here this afternoon. Here they go, Buck. We're going to go run the first one.
This is a small field compared to usual. There goes the barrel out of the way. The one car, oh, a little bit too much. A little bit too much of the muchiness there. The 40 triangle 3 car. It actually isn't a 4, it's a triangle on it. Oh, here we go.
A couple of cars almost getting into the wall.
And we got to do a little reverse racing for a second and keep on digging. But man, that Triangle 3 machine that was going to the outside down there, got the barrel hung up under it, has taken the lead initially. So I don't know if it's considered a number 3 machine or not. But they're all encircling the tire on the backstretch. 43, well, I'll call it a 43. It's out front right now. 33 machine runs second. And it looks like the 64, I guess that's Thomas, running in third right now. Man, they're going to get lap 1 done quick.
Very fast. Problems, though, for car number 47. Nathan Lundeen has issues. He'll have to park that car in the infield, so some problems there on the initial start. Oh, it's going to be close here as they negotiate the flagpole. Contact is made.
It's like, dude, you let me go. I'll get out your way. And new leader.
Thomas Fontaine takes the top spot of the 64 car after the 43 made contact with another car out there, Buck. That was tight quarters.
Yes, sir. I like the way those two just went around there. That was nice and smooth. I like the entire grill of the car sitting down here. I guess it belongs to the 47, sitting right next to the barrel, like it's just a car sitting there.
That's down close to turn number 1, right near that blue barrel. And I say blue barrel, there's not but like 50 on the racetrack, but nevertheless, it's the one closest to the end of the front stretch wall.
This much room, it's going to be tough to beat Thomas. I think he just, from where he's used to the regular race nights, it's going to be the turnarounds that might be the issue. But no, he's going to be able to swing it. Oh, man, a little bit too much for Wesley and the 43 machine. He's got to back up now.
Now, keep in mind, the track is completely wet here on the front stretch. So, Buck, that makes it a little interesting, too.
And the only thing is, the winner is the only person who gets any reward. $200 and a trophy.
Oh, contact in turn number 1. The 8 has problems of Wesley Givens. He'll continue on, though, but a little slower.
And Fontaine way out front. The 19 car is really catching up fast. It's got a little bit of a groove around the tires down here around the flag, and now encircles the backstretch. But man, half a track all to his lonesome. He can just take his time going around this thing if he wants to. There's no big rush. And that's 3 done, so I guess next time by should be probably white flag for these machines.
Here comes the 19 of Sean Calloway trying to make up some lost ground.
Well, that would explain how he's got the momentum. Oh, Gibbons slides it in there. That's a great entry. And there goes one of the barrels. 2 of them. He got a twofer. Look at that.
He's like a double barrel out front of the thing.
Literally double barrel.
Soap down the racetrack, Buck. It's completely littered with soap now here at the start.
At the entrance for the tire for the checkered flag lap. How about that?
Entertaining to say the least. Here comes
the white flag. Watch this. Here you go, folks. Oh, woo! Going in, slicking, baby. It's a little wide. A little soap on the tires, but still clean and green. Callaway coming in hot, baby. Whoop, she's not turning. Okay.
Narrowly misses the barrel there, but makes the 360 around the flag, but has a lot of ground to make up on Thomas Fontaine, who leads down the backstretch.
Wesley coming in, the 43 coming in double barrel hot. Still got him up under there and still rolling. Little wet.
Cindy, those barrels aren't going anywhere.
No, those are pretty stationary.
Off of turn 4, down the front stretch. All he's got to do is swing on around the tire. One more quick time, because like I said, you got to do it every time. We saw somebody blow it last time. And there he is, folks. Thomas Fontaine.
Thomas Fontaine is successful. He'll win the flagpole race here this afternoon in dominating fashion. Thomas Fontaine, this is his 2nd event here today at Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction. And the green 64 car has mastered it, and Cindy, quite convincingly.
Yes, Thomas did a smart thing. You know, he got out ahead of the pack at the very beginning. And that's what Thomas Nelson is about. We're all about helping our students to get ahead of the game. In fact, we have a program that allows you to get skilled, get a job, and get ahead called G3. And if you're enrolled in those programs, the state is paying the cost of tuition and fees. So, you know, congratulations to Thomas. He used that theory, and he got ahead, and he's the winner.
Absolutely. Thomas Fontaine will get the trophy and the check down there. Buck Roos, let's send it down trackside.
Yeah, I tell you what, he got a good break there early in the race when they had a little bit of problem between a couple of machines. Split the difference. He's going to pop her in gear real quick. Folks, give a big hand to Thomas Fontaine. There's the hardware in that check, buddy. I mean, I tell you, this a little bit smaller field definitely helped out. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, it doesn't really matter where you start in this race, because if you're on the front, there's nowhere to go when you go around the pole the first time. If you're in the back, everybody's already there, so you can't get around it. So just kind of go and, you know, hope everybody gets out the way.
It looked like the 8 and the 19 sort of hooked each other a little bit, and then you split the difference, and that was all she wrote, man. You were able to check out by half a track.
It's pretty awesome out there. We love the flagpole race, so that's swept the year out here for the flagpole, so.
Cool, man. Well, have fun later on and everything else you're doing, brother. Thomas Fontaine taking care of business in the flagpole race.
Thomas has the trophy, holds it up high down in Dale Linden's victory lane. He'll pick up the 2nd event here this afternoon. Coming up next, it'll be the 3rd event. It's the bag race, and that is always an entertaining event here, and we look forward to witnessing that.
Yes, I believe this event probably has ended a couple of marriages, or at least relationships.
Quite likely. Quite likely. A big crowd up here today.
Sometimes it's boyfriend, girlfriend that's in there, a husband and wife that's in there, and it ends up in a big argument. I can hear it from over here while I'm interviewing the winner over here. So, but a lot of times it's just really cool. They take a bag and they tape it around the bottom edge of the helmet so you can't see anything as the driver. Here's my secret. You ready? A clock. That's the secret. A clock. All you got to do is tell somebody, okay, 11, 10, 9. That's how far you got to turn the wheel. Second thing, put a piece of bumpy tape right at the top of the steering wheel. Wrap it in tape. There's no rule against it. That way your hands feel when the steering wheel's centered. Smart.
So now he gives it away as they're already on the track here.
That's how you do it. You wait till they line up, then you give all the secrets out because we want destruction, right?
That's right.
We want to see some fun. We want everybody safe, of course, but we want to see fenders fly. We like seeing the nose pop off of cars and sit there. We got a back bumper cover up there. We got some kind of bottom scrub piece or I don't know what it is right there. So we're getting a little bit of stuff on the track. We've already eliminated 2 barrels, and the car that eliminated those looks like he's going to go ahead and jump into this event as well. So but once again, the bag race, driver with a bag over the head where they can't see anything. It's a paper bag, so you can't see it at all. And the passenger in the car navigates, as you said earlier, Brian, and hopefully the navigation works out good. And this got upped to 3 laps this year for this race.
We've got the master of Larry King Law's Langley Speedway up here. Chuck Hall is up in the press box right now, looking over this tremendous crowd and doing the standing here this afternoon. Chuck Hall helping put on the festivities here today for Thomas Nelson Community College. Again, hello to everybody on Facebook Live. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you'll come join us here at some point in the near future. One more weekend left. It's the Sean Beluzzo Memorial 100 coming your way next Saturday. Go ahead and secure your tickets by visiting at langley-speedway.com. So again, 2 events down. We're on to event number 3, the bag race. You've heard Buck Bruce talk about that bag race. And Cindy, I'm going to tell you, this is an interesting one because the driver cannot see anything. So he or she is piloting the car, but truly relying on that passenger to help navigate and guide them to the checkered flag.
You know, and having a guide and having people to help you navigate through life or on the track is really important. We're about to see how well it works. And I can tell you that for our students who come to Thomas Nelson Community College, they are not traveling that road alone. We have lots of very helpful, caring, trained student supports and support workers and staff, faculty who will be there to guide our students throughout their journey.
Fantastic stuff. Now, Thomas Nelson's fire science degree is now 100% online. The college also offers EMT and paramedic training programs. Other health programs include nursing and dental hygienist. Call 757-825-2808 for more information. That's 757-825-2808. Just moments away from going green flag racing here this afternoon for our bag race. Now, who is in this event? We've got Dale Lesso, and it looks like Nash Worthington are going to be in car number 3. Connor Johnson and Coy Long will be in the 08. We've got Robert is going to be in car number 10. He has a passenger, but we'll find out who that is. Looks like Corey and Ricky are paired up. They don't have a number here on a registration sheet, but they're out there on the racetrack. The 07, that'll be Brandon Rollinson and Jonathan Cruz. The 69 car features Christian Hannon and Tyler Howard. While the 97 car has Rodney Hammond and looks like Jacob Hammond. The 137, that's Zach Orndorff and Craig Robinson. And then we have the 19 with Ricky Johnson with a partner as well. So it looks like at least 9 cars, maybe more, are now rolling out onto the racetrack. But that's what we have here that we know have registered for this event. And some others have decided to join the fun here.
Yeah, we went from the smallest field in one of these races to the biggest field I think I've seen in this race.
This is going to be interesting.
It's a pretty nice size field.
It looks good out there. Now remember, the driver will have a bag over their helmet. They're not going to be able to see anything. They are truly relying on that passenger to tell them when to turn. Hey, you got a car beside you, got a car behind you. And I guess they're not really worried about the car behind them, but they're worried about what's ahead of them and then who's right beside them. And then, oh, by the way, we've got barrels on the racetrack to negotiate through. And there's certain sections of the track that are extremely wet, extremely slippery. And, Buck, that's not something we've talked a lot about here today, but there are portions of this racetrack where you've got to be really, really careful.
Well, I'm standing down here in turn 4 right now, just before the ditch down here, and the entire track all the way across is one soapy mess, all the way down here right to my feet. Now, here's one of the fun parts about this race that a lot of the drivers, we've seen it on Saturday nights, we've seen it at Day of Destruction. From right here, inside a car, it looks like it's just a flat space. But when you make your way about a good 10, 15 yards further, this is the magic hump that we watch cars get airborne right here. It doesn't look as much, but it's almost a 1.5 foot drop for the drainage area in the front stretch. And you'll see cars launch off of this and land down here. And we like to, throw a little generally at them if we see that happen. But that might come into play during this event. Now, the crazy part is, once again, somebody's just yelling left at you the whole time. How far left? So that's up to those drivers and their companion in there to try to figure it out. And like you said, there's plenty of soap, barrels being added, being set back up and filled with soapy water, and all these sprinklers all the way around the track make it a little bit more treacherous.
Indeed, very treacherous here on the speedway. We're watching on our video screens now one of the drivers getting tape over their helmet where the bag sets over the helmet to make sure that they indeed cannot see. Their passenger, of course, is able to see. They're going to be able to talk to their driver, tell them exactly where to go. And Buck, when we say give them instructions, it's not physically helping turn the wheel. It is truly audible help.
Yeah, you can't reach over and touch the wheel. You have to keep your hands to yourself the entire time. So the driver has to 100% rely on the directions that are given to them by the passenger in the car. So they are literally the navigator of the machine. You are the hands and feet, they are the eyes. And so they scream at you. And inside some of these cars, the exhausts are gone off of them, so they're flooring it. It's a big rumble of the motor, and you're yelling, turn left. Okay, no, right. so, if you just yell that, that's what I was talking about earlier. Use the clock thing.
Very good strategy there from Buck Bruce, who's in the pit area watching the action. Hey, we've got some birthdays here in the house. Happy birthday to Kavera. Kavera celebrating 7th birthday. Tim, happy birthday, Tim. It's his 29th. And happy birthday to Ray. We don't have a number on that, but happy birthday to Ray as well. Thank you for celebrating your birthday with us here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway on Thomas Nelson Community College Fall Day of Destruction. And we are moments away from cranking up our 3rd event. It's the bag race. Again, 9+ cars are entered in today's event. The driver cannot see, but the passenger will give them explicit instructions on what they need to do as we continue, Cindy, to add more water and soap on the speedway.
Yeah, I'm just sitting up here in awe of all the challenges that these drivers are going to have to encounter along this race today. You guys have come up with some pretty interesting opportunities for these folks. And, we know that in higher education, there are lots of challenges also along that road. As I said, it's really important to have someone, a trained navigator, to work you throughout that process. But even with that navigator, you're going to still encounter those spots along the course that are going to be really treacherous. Thomas Nelson prides itself in being here for our students all along the way. We have student emergency funding, something that in my role I raise funds to support for our students, so that if a student has a utility bill, a medical bill, becomes displaced and needs that support throughout their journey, because otherwise they would have to leave school to be able to find a way to encounter all of those challenges in life. We're here to support them throughout that as well.
And that is so important. I'm outside of this market at another community college. I sit on their foundation board of directors, and it's just so important that we have those dollars to help support those students. And you help lead those efforts, and just pretty remarkable. And we just want to say thank you, because we know along life's journey, there's just certain things that pop up that some students may need help with gas money, they need help with finding transportation, or they may be, $400 short of being able to pay tuition, and those funds just sort of help take care of those students so they can get their education.
That's exactly right, Brian. That little bit of funding to us, many of us, it makes the world of difference in a student and whether or not they're able to complete their education. It's the best part of my job.
Oh, you just took the words out of my mouth. When I sat at the foundation board table and we talk about the work the funds, I should say, you almost get tears out of your eyes just seeing the success stories of how it's made a difference in someone's life.
Absolutely.
So thank you again for leading those efforts. We're talking again with Cindy Calloway, the Vice President of Institutional Advancement for Thomas Nelson Community College. And we are just moments away again from cranking up our bag race here today. We've got Dale Lessa, Josh Worthington in car number 3, Connor Johnson and Coy Long in the 08, Robert, and it looks like Les is in car number 10. We've got Gary out there, Ricky are paired up. Looks like Brandon Rollinson and Jonathan are paired up in the 07. Christian Hannon and Tyler Howard are going to be piloting the 69 car. Rodney Hammond and Jacob Hammond, they're in the 97. Zach Orndorff and Craig Robinson are in the 137. And Ricky Johnson has a partner with him in car number 19. Again, the track is wet. We've got soap on the speedway. There are all kinds of obstacles, including barrels out there. They are full of water and soap bucks, so when you hit them, that's like hitting a brick.
Yes, and if you want to add to it, the 8 cars back there, Wesley Gibbons is the passenger and Tyler Davis is the driver in that car.
All righty, Buck, you want to count us down for this next one?
Yes, sir. Here we go, fans of destruction. 5, 4, 3.
We love that group participation. Great job already. One car into the barrel. That is the 07 of Brandon Rollinson. And Buck, we've already got a car in the wall.
Now, these two know how to race. They're both race car drivers, and they put it in a fence in the first 100 yards. Oh, you're it. Oh, look at this. We got a parking lot down on the bottom of the track.
We do. 4 cars knotted up here on the inside of the front stretch.
Right.
Keep in mind, the driver can see nothing. We got one car in the grass doing some Buckaroos agricultural racing.
Barrel.
Looks like Christian Hammond and Tyler Howard are going to take the lead over in turn number 2 in the 69 car.
19 car coming through the middle, split in the middle. You can't even see anything up to the top side of the racetrack. I wonder if you're allowed to put casters on the outside of the car. Is that just running up to the fence?
That's right. Just use that as your advantage. Oh, one car in the ditch. Whee-haw! Looks like that's your race leader, the 69, going through the puddle there.
The 19 actually at the whoa. There we go. Oh, hang on. Whoa.
Oh, in the barrel.
Tyler Davis, driver inside wall. That was a heck of a hit right there.
Yes.
I think we're going to have a red flag now. I don't know how we're going to stop the other drivers, but no, they've started it back up.
Somehow.
The 19 car is still out front.
That's right. Car number 19 is in the lead here at the moment.
Hello.
That is Ricky Johnson, has a partner with him. But that's a neat colored car there, Cindy. I like the colors on the 19, the leader.
Yeah, that's beautiful. They seem to have a strategy. They're just sort of in one lane and trying to make it all the way around and not touching anything else. Probably a good strategy.
Absolutely. They get into a barrel there, water going everywhere, and I believe we're getting close to the white flag, Buck.
This is it. This is the white flag right now on this 19 machine. He's laid back.
Now they got to watch the lap traffic. This could get interesting. Going around the 69 and the barrel there. Just narrowly avoids hitting that. We'll make it back now to turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're working around turns 1 and 2.
So car number 19, Ricky Johnson, is in the lead. A smooth race thus far, but anything can happen. Still half a lap to go. Midway down the backstretch now, racing over to turn number 3. So we've seen some stranger things happen. Contact on the front stretch. Oh, hot into the wall.
Jersey wall. How you doing?
That's Brandon Rollinson and Jonathan Cruz in the 07. They have stopped, resting against the inside retaining wall. And here comes your leader, Buck.
Well, the 19's come through, but the officials have come up to me, and his bag is a little bit back, so they think he could actually see for the last couple of laps.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to wait for the officials to let us know, but I believe the 69 that just crossed the start-finish line might be your actual winner. We'll figure out from the officials in a moment.
Interesting. So we're being told now that the 19 of Ricky Johnson may have an advantage by being able to see. So he would have gotten the checkered flag, but your starter waved him by. And so right now the scoreboard is showing car number 69 as the race leader. That's Christian Hannon and Tyler Howard. The 69 car is racing over into turn number 2. And right now it's midway down the backstretch. So car 69 is the leader. That's the black 69 that's racing into turn number 2. Make that 3. The 08 is being scored in second of Connor Johnson and Coy Long.
They've actually, I'm wondering if they bypassed the 69 in turns 1 and 2 now.
All right, looks like the checkered flag is waving.
That's 69.
It's another 69 car. There are 2 69s on the racetrack.
Well, that one's 69X. So.
That's right. So 69. That's
so the black car in the middle of 1 and 2 is your winner.
That's right. The black 69 in the middle of 1 and 2 is your winner. That's Christian Hannon and Tyler Howard. So that is your race winner that is stopped now in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Again, that is your winners.
Well, the red light came on, so the passenger told them to stop, but they are the winner. If you can hear us over there in between turns 1 and 2, the black 69 Mobile that has the white spray painted number. We need you on the front stretch. You are winner.
Good stuff here this afternoon at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway for Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction, in which we just had our bag race in which the drivers could not see anything. And I was watching that car number, looks like the 19. They were fast, so maybe a little bit of an advantage.
Well, they definitely made a good showing of it, for sure. But yeah, we know we have to follow rules.
That's right. That's important.
And I think it's important to, the 69 car stayed in there. They obviously did a great job. And again, I think it was interesting to me. I noticed, Brian, how do you know when to stop?
That's right.
Obviously, your passenger has to tell you, okay, you crossed the finish line, but you got to also continue and get out of everybody else's way, right?
That's right. That's right. It's got to be a challenge, and I'm sure some folks have enjoyed that and tried to figure out how they can navigate best. Let's go trackside to Buckaroo.
All right, and our driver,
Christian Hammond, Tyler Howard.
Christian Hammond and Tyler Howard. There's that piece of hardware right there, buddy. There's the envelope. Congratulations. I mean, it was crazy out there.
Man, I didn't know what place I was in. He's screaming left, right, and I think I went straight most of the time if I hit the wall back there. So
I noticed the wheels are straight, but the steering wheel is literally almost 45 degrees off.
Yeah, I'll do an alignment before the Enduro.
Good job, Kristen. Good job, buddy. Congratulations, Christian Hammond and cohort taking care of the bag race.
How about it? Christian Hammond and Tyler Howard have won the bag race here this afternoon, the 3-lap event in which the driver could not see anything, and that was entertaining to say the least. So again, 3 events have now been completed. Coming up next, we have the train race as they get prepared for that one.
I'm going to have to edit for, Facebook quality, but the back end of that car said, "Stop screaming, I'm scared too."
Oh.
But it had another word in the middle of it. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Definitely, when we saw him come down the front stretch, I looked at the officials and they all looked at me and went, "Mm-hmm." When that one car was leading. So we're getting ready, like you said, for the train race, which is mighty interesting. All motor in the front, just a car in the middle, and all the brakes in the back. So here we go. So if we do 2 cars, it's all brakes in the back, all motor in the front. So trying to have fun with that. We've seen cars get whipped and flipped and all kinds of stuff in the train race.
Hey, if you want to learn more about your community and your country, talk to Thomas Nelson's Arts, Business, Humanities, and Social Science Division. You can study political science, fine arts, photography, performing arts, and much, much more. Call 757-825-2799. That's 757-825-2799 for more information on Thomas Nelson Community College. Alrighty, race fans, we still have a lot more to go here today. Again, coming up next, we have the train race in which 2 cars will be chained together and race for 5 laps. Then we've got the appliance race coming up. That's why all those appliances are set up. Refrigerators, washing machines, dishwashers, and much, much more. They're down there. And if you've not seen the appliance race, get ready. That is going to be fun. After that, we'll have the second place race. And this is interesting, Cindy, because the winner gets absolutely nothing in that. So if you're leading coming off of turn number 4 and you take the checkered flag, you get nothing. Second place gets everything. So I wonder how many guys are going to hit on the brakes here coming off of turn number 4 if you're leading that event. It is going to be fun to watch. Then we've got the tug of war event coming your way. That'll be event number 7, followed by the donut burnout competition. That'll be the 8th event. And then we'll wrap up the day with the big one, the 50-lap survival of the fittest. It's the Enduro race, in which we have 40-plus cars entered in that one. Just moments away, we're going racing here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway on Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction.
How hard is it to get hardwood floors? Put it to a song, and you'll quickly see how easy it is at Dominion Floor Covering. When you're looking for the perfect storm of prices, customer service, and burning it down selections, Dominion Floor Covering is where the neon sign will be so bright it'll give you a Sundays. You'll say, look at you, leave the light on. I'm happy I just drove like I'm in Talladega with my shotgun rider somewhere in my car to Dominion Floor Covering. I'm feeling it, just like a roller coaster, and I'm ready to do some day drinking. With deals like this, there's gotta be something in the water, like sunshine and whiskey.
No gimmicks, no ridiculous claims, and no small print at Dominion Floor Covering. See Dominic Velarde, John Campbell, and the rest of the staff at Dominion Floors, Route 17 in Production Drive in York County, on the web at domfloors.com, or give us a call at 595-5777.
Cycle City Corp, your #1 dealer in motorcycles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. They carry all the major brands: Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Can-Am. Cycle City Corp is located 1 mile off the interstate, exit 258A. Stop by for unbeatable deals. Cycle City also has a huge parts and accessories department. Come by and check out the latest styles in Oakley sunglasses, HJC helmets, and Joe Rocket jackets, just to mention a few. Cycle City has a #1 service department with factory trained mechanics, so stop on by. Cycle City Corp, 634 J. Clyde Morris Boulevard in Newport News. Or call 595-9721. 595-9721 for super great savings. Cycle City Corp, sponsor of the Legends and Bandos.
It's bow time. If you ask us, dinner should be warm, golden, and scratch-made with plenty to go around. Like a big bow box full of chicken supremes. Feed a family of 4 with 12 supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea. It's bow time.
I want some blueberry biscuits.
I'm telling you, I get hungry every time that commercial plays. And so excited to have Thomas Nelson Community College here in the house this afternoon at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. We've been talking a lot this afternoon with Cindy Calloway, and I told her don't go too far. She's done an outstanding job. But we have the baseball team, at least a couple of members from the baseball team up here. I've got Zach up here with me as well as Isaiah. And Zach, tell us a little bit about the baseball program at Thomas Nelson Community College.
It's a good program. We practice Monday through Thursday from 2 to 5. We have a study hall.
And what do you do? What position do you play for the baseball team?
I play first and I pitch a little bit.
All right. And I was told by the coach earlier, had a good year this past year. Looking forward to even bigger and better things for the upcoming season.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Definitely a little better than last year. Got more players, more people on the team. Looking forward to it.
So if somebody out there is not part of Thomas Nelson Community College, they're interested in athletics, baseball, this is a school to look at.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just have to go to our athletic director
and sign up, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Now tell me a little bit, Zach. You having a good time out here? Is this your first time to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway?
Yeah, it's actually my first time being out here, and I'm enjoying the show.
All right, this is pretty wild and entertaining, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is a true spectacle, to say the least. And Buck, you're right there in the thick of it.
Yeah,
you guys want to trade spots real quick?
Instantaneously raining out here now by the water truck once again, watering down the asphalt. So making it slick. One of our past winners in our Enduro Series event here, and a Truck Series winner as well at the racetrack, Ronald Klein chiming in, texting me, he said, man, I'm missing this fun. Wish I was there with y'all. And he sends a woo to everybody. And you talk about baseball making me miss my buddy. I tell you, Ryan Zimmerman. announced his retirement this year from the Nationals, and that's pretty cool, man. A great career, and to be able to do it with one team, that's something that's pretty awesome. And I know these young men cutting their teeth at Thomas Nelson Community College and all the colleges across the country, that's their goal, man, to get up to Major League Baseball and try to, not only be able to be a superstar, but earn that nice paycheck.
That's right. And speaking of baseball, I've got Isaiah Dickerson up here. Isaiah, a student at Thomas Nelson Community College. Isaiah, welcome to the Speedway.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and what position do you play for the team?
I'm a pitcher only, so.
Okay, all right. Very, very good. How much fun are you having here today?
I'm having a lot of fun. This is my first time out here for an actual event. I actually graduated on Langley Speedway from Pocosin High School, so that was a cool experience. It's nice to get out here for an event.
Absolutely, that's right. We do recall, I was talking with Chuck Hall a little bit ago about the unusual with the pandemic situation and being able to have graduation ceremonies. And actually, we had some right here at the Speedway, including your graduating class. And so what year are you at Thomas Nelson Community College?
This is my first year.
Okay, all right. What program are you studying?
My major is social sciences. I want to go into sports media and stuff like that, so.
Very good. You're in the right place right now. As, of course, we are live on Facebook. Dan Parisi's right behind me with the controls. And, of course, on Saturday night programs, we operate with NBC Sports Gold Track Pass to have the coverage on the Internet. All right, Isaiah's going to check out this next race with me. This is the actual chain race. And this is going to be interesting, Isaiah. We've got cars chained up together. They're going to race for 5 laps. We call it the train race, 5 laps of action. So it's going to be interesting to watch.
I think so. I mean, it's been a couple good events so far. It's been fun to watch. Not too much destruction, but just enough, I think.
And, Buck, speaking of destruction, we're just getting heated up. The big races coming up a little bit. We're going to see some carnage, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. It will definitely be some. Like I said, we've had them whipped and flipped and all kinds of stuff, so we're going to see what's going to happen. We got 3 teams, it looks like, that are set up and ready to have at it. Once again, the back car, the battery is unhooked. Car cannot start, but the brakes work. Front car, all motor. So that's what's going to happen right now. They're going to go down in the corner. The front car is going to take them in for propulsion, and the back car is going to roll them down as they get in there as much as they can on this soapy, wet racetrack.
Big crowd here in Hampton, Virginia at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Isaiah, you got a lot of your classmates up here with you.
Yeah, it was nice to come out here and help the community, be out here with the kids, do a couple activities with them. Just be out here, enjoy the nice weather at the Langley Speedway.
Outstanding. And again, a lot of the baseball team members are up here in the tower watching the action.
We'll have to work with getting the team out here during a regular Saturday night event, early next year maybe. Get the whole team down here and maybe do like a Pledge of Allegiance or something, get them involved in the race night. That'd be cool.
That would be a great time. And again, so good to have Thomas Nelson Community College with us here today. And race fans, we do need your help. We have no smoking or vaping in our grandstand, so we appreciate your support with that. So if you need to do that, please walk away from the grandstands, and we do appreciate your support in that. Just moments away from the green flag for this train race. Looks like we got Rob out there, as well as Sean. Sean's in the 31 car, and Rob is in the 15 car. It looks like a 3rd entry has made its way to this event. And again, just moments away from dropping the green flag for 5 laps of action here in this late October, but certainly nice weather conditions here today. Beautiful day for racing. Don't forget, next weekend is our 2021 season finale. It will be our Sean Beluso 100. And again, we'll crown some champions coming up next Saturday night. We'll crank up at 6 o'clock, and we'd love to have you here at the Speedway. Get your tickets online at langley-speedway.com or secure them at our box office. Again, getting set to go racing, train racing style action here for Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction. Cannot say enough thanks to all of these great race fans who are here today. It's a tremendous crowd, and we love having you here at the Speedway. All right, need help from Isaiah. Isaiah, let's count them down from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome, Zach up here helping me out. Looks like the 00 chained up with the 3 car. Going to take the lead. We're side by side for 2nd.
It would not surprise me if that 00 is probably Tyler Davis in his own machine now out there. that's out front. We'll have to check them out when they finish because, like you said, didn't have that list up there for you. Well, we got one car sideways, and they're getting ready to cut each other off. Oh, gosh.
Sideways, midway down the backstretch, colliding into one another.
There we go. They're still chained together, though, so that means they're still in it.
And we still have a long ways to go. Just one lap has now been completed. Still 4 more to go. Anything can happen.
Hey, watch this. Woohoo! He better start hitting the brakes or he's going to hit his own teammate. Bump drafting getting ready to happen there.
Absolutely. We got a barrel that goes away. Another barrel gets taken out in turn 1.
He's just aiming at barrels now.
Getting rid of the obstacles.
This double zero machine, they got it nailed. I'll tell you what, checking his blind spot, the back car was just then, making sure there wasn't anybody back there. Leading lap number 2 out of the 5-lap event. Well, like I told you, they're just aiming at barrels.
They've taken out a lot of barrels here this afternoon, and now they're the second car's dragging one. Now he gets rid of it. Working lap number 3, the 0-0 and 3 car chained together. They are your race leaders. Second place is Sean and Don in the 31 car.
I tell you what, Sean and Don are starting to catch in. They're chopping into that lead a little bit because you watch them, they drive it down into the bottom of the racetrack and try to hold it down.
Oh!
The other team's staying up top. Oh, in the ditch.
We got a couple of cars that are in the ditch over in turns 3 and 4. Isaiah, that's pretty interesting over there.
Yeah, this is, I don't know much about racing, but this is entertaining for sure.
Yeah, but the front car has a motor, back car's got brakes. So, they got out of the ditch.
They got out of the ditch. They're back on the racetrack competing for some more fun.
Let's take some barrels for a ride. Whoa!
Into the wall. And now they're unchained, and they're going to narrowly miss hitting another car.
Cue the Van Halen. Leaders off of turn 4, swinging it down, checkered flag.
We've got winners here this afternoon. 5 laps have been completed. Checkers are in the air. The 0-0 and 3 have done it. They have stayed chained together. They have won our train race this afternoon. A couple of cars getting unchained. The 31 and 12 of Sean and Don. And we can see the cars in the pits now. And the bumper is still chained up to the lead car, but it is dragging there in the pits. Dan Parisi, our producer, pointing that out.
Yeah, we need to talk to these folks. Because when you have a chain race or train race and you have like the bag race, we need to have 2 trophies. One for the driver of the back car, one for the driver of the front car, and one for the passenger, and one for the driver of that race. So maybe we might look into that in the future. But I want to climb back over. They're used to stopping on this side of the fence, so we'll go ahead and pop on over here. Motor comes to a shush. Yeah, and I was right. It is Tyler Davis. Ain't scared. And y'all took care of business in that, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm the slider. He's the driver.
There you go. Well, this works out pretty good because, number 1, we'll get you that one, and I'll run back over there and get your other trophy that you earned today. So that's another $200 for you guys. So, man, just out there, got real soapy that time.
Yeah, it's a little slick out there, but I figured we had it. So, like, thank Wesley put all these cars together this week. Come out here and have some fun. So, can't wait to get out here next week and try to do the same thing in the modified.
I noticed, the race car driver in you saw the top half of the track starting to dry up, so you got those right side tires up in that area, so it would get the most grip on the exit.
Yeah, we had a lot of grip up there. I saw that, but yeah, it's just awesome to come out here, but just thank you.
There you go, buddy. All right, well, have fun. I know we'll see him later on in the main Enduro as well as Wesley. So they're having some fun today. They both collected hardware and some money.
How about that? Wesley Gibbons and Tyler Davis have won the train race this afternoon. You just heard from them along the infield area. Now, of course, Wesley Gibbons has already won earlier today. He won the reverse race, so he has been very successful early on this afternoon. Still lots of events to go, including the appliance race. They are getting positioned for that. And talking with Isaiah Dickerson up here in the booth with me. Isaiah, you see all those appliances out there, refrigerators, washing machines?
after 4 since I got here at 10 this morning.
So wondering what takes place with those appliances. There's probably race fans here that are also wondering the same thing. So what we're getting ready to do is put cars out on the racetrack for what we call the appliance race. Now, at least 5 cars will start this event. And what they'll do is they'll take the green flag, they'll start applying appliances in the race car. They'll have crew members that will help them out. They can only put 1 appliance in at a time. Then they have to come back out on the racetrack and race another lap before they come back down to the pits and grab a second appliance. They'll come back out of the pits, race another lap, come back in to get the 3rd appliance, and so on and so forth until all the appliances are in the race car or on the race car. It doesn't matter if it's in or on as long as it's attached to the car.
And they do provide them with at least, I guess it's probably about 10 feet of tether rope. And it's a good nylon tether rope, so it shouldn't break as long as it's tied on correctly. So they got that to try to help out keep the appliances onto the machines. But the fun part is, you know, Danny Harrell pretty much has this thing almost down to a science. It's just trying to see if somebody can beat him most times. But like I said, they can tie it around the handle, but if the machine doesn't have handles, sort of like this dryer here, you know, sometimes they have the feet on them, different areas you can tie. Now, they used to leave the cords on these. And what teams were doing were they were having the rope and using the cord to tie it off. Well, now they start snipping the cords off. So one less thing to do. Now, the fun part is deciding which appliance, because you don't have to do it in the order they're sitting here. So if you want to put the big old refrigerator on there first, you can do that and then work your way down to the smallest appliance. If you want to put the smallest appliance in like the passenger seat maybe, and then work your way big to small, you can do that. It's a whole bunch of little fun chess matches that they have going in their heads trying to figure this out. And we've got a bunch of drivers, smaller cars, but if you watch, when Danny Harrell pulls this big old behemoth out, I think it's the one with the skull and the X on it, is the car he's going to be racing in this. The biggest thing they do, most of these cats have noticed and took advantage and went out and bought themselves Lincoln Continentals like this machine coming down the front stretch pit road right now. That's Hot Wheels behind the wheel right there. He's the man everybody's aiming for to try to beat in the appliance race.
Of course, the bigger the car, the better. You don't necessarily want a compact car per se, although we've seen some stranger things happen. Hey, you can learn all about Thomas Nelson Community College's programs, degrees, and certificate programs on the college's website at tncc.edu. That's tncc.edu. That is the website. tncc.edu is the starting point for information, enrollment, advising, financial assistance, and much, much more. Thomas Nelson, the Peninsula's Community College. Getting set for our next event. Again, it's the appliance race here this afternoon at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. The 5 drivers that we have in this event thus far include Danny Harrell in car number 95. I talked to him in the pits earlier today, and Buck, I don't know how many races he's won in the appliance event. If we have the statistics on that, it's incredible.
At least 5, and I think he's won 4 in a row at one point.
Wow. The 36, that's JV Torres. The 96X, that looks like that's Kerry Miller. Christian Keller is in the 6 car, and Brian Belcher will pilot the number 50 entry when we drop the green flag for the appliance race. And in this one, it's more than just the driver. It's going to be those crew members that are going to be down there that'll be so pivotal to the success of who will win this event. And Isaiah, as we talk about that, so normally the driver pilots the car, and of course they'll do that in this event, but you got to have some strong folks that's going to help lift these appliances and put them in the car. That's going to be an interesting strategy here.
Especially getting them to stay on with not many handles on. I see them on the refrigerator, but as he was talking about the dryers and the dishwashers, it's going to be interesting to see how they get them to stay on the car.
It is going to be interesting for sure, and we're going to watch how all that plays out here in just a bit. Don't forget, the big one is going to be coming up next Saturday evening. If you're loving what you're seeing today, you're going to love it next Saturday night. We're going to crown some champions, and we're going to have the big Sean Beluso Memorial 100 event coming your way. That'll be dedicated to the late, great Sean Beluso, who passed away last year. We look forward to having that event in his memory. 100 laps of thrilling modified action. We're going to have a lot of drivers from all over the area. Some of the big stars of modified racing will be here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. And if you've never seen those thunderous modified cars, you will not want to miss it. Next Saturday night, We'll crank up early, 6 p.m. will be our start, and we're going to crown some champions. Again, that is next Saturday, October the 30th. For details, click on langley-speedway.com. We'd love to have you out here, and so glad that you're here with us today. A fantastic crowd on hand. Don't forget to visit our souvenir stand located behind the main grandstands for your official Larry King Law's Langley Speedway gear. Also, while you're down there, check out our refreshment stands for something hot to eat or cold to drink. Ice cold Pepsi products. Pepsi is the official soft drink of the Speedway, and adult beverages for those 21 and over.
I'm going to just do my usual. Everybody on pit road that is with the appliances, remember these cars are coming down all at the same time in some occasions, so please be safe. Safety first, watch your back, have somebody at least put a pair of eyes on the entrance to pit road, make sure nobody's out on the outside of a car, and drivers in the cars, please be of mind that these young men and ladies are out down here trying to put these appliances on. Safety first. Thank you.
Safety so important for all of us here in the sport of auto racing and right here at the Speedway. So safety #1, and we have a good time. We want to keep everybody safe in the process. I tell you, that'd be a lot of work to get those appliances ready here today. You can see them, they're numbered as to the order they're going to go into there, or at least they're numbered, I should say, as to what team they're assigned to. But the strategy of what goes in first, Buck, I mean, if you talk to some of these teams, like what are they looking down there? What are they thinking about doing?
It's exactly what I said. Some of them are thinking, okay, refrigerator first. Let's get the big one on the trunk tied on and call that done. Then we try to put, or either they're thinking, let's open the passenger door, throw the dishwasher, which is the smallest appliance down here, in that passenger seat. And then we try to work backwards from there. So they're checking out what's in the refrigerators. I wouldn't open one of the fridges. I looked at some of the washers and dryers, but I was not going to open a fridge.
Might be some expired beer. I'm not sure what they have stored in there.
That would be nice compared to what I'm afraid to find in there. With Halloween coming up, it wouldn't surprise me to open it and there'd be Michael Myers in there or something. Shut it, it's Shatner.
Adam Welbrock up here in the tower, the voice of Wacky Wednesdays. Of course, they'll be cranking up in 2022. Talking with Vaughn Crittenden, opening night for the 2022 season will be on Saturday, April the 9th. And it won't be long. We'll have all the details on the 2022 schedule that'll be announced here in the near future. And of course, keep up with us online at langley-speedway.com. Be sure to follow us on all the social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for all things Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. The appliance race coming up here next. Following that, we'll have the second place race. That's going to be fun to watch as we get set for that. Again, Danny Harrell is in car number 95. Javier Torres is in the 36. Kerry Miller will pilot the 96X. Christian Keller, that's a familiar name here at the Speedway. He's in car 6. And Brian Belcher is in the 50 as we get set to go green flag racing for the appliance race. It's all about getting those appliances in. And remember, if one comes off on the racetrack, well, I think your day is done. So you want to make sure that you secure them as best as you possibly can. Take your time getting those appliances in, because just because the first car comes off pit road with the appliance doesn't mean that's going to stay in the car. How many times, Buck, have we seen those appliances fall off those race cars?
Yeah, and then as a race car driver, at that point, the drivers on the track, they have to dodge those appliances as well. So yeah, it's very common that one appliance will fly off, and then once one flies off, there's really nothing you can do. You can't finish the entire event. So you definitely want the teams down on pit road to do their job of tying everything on and getting it in there securely, and then you have to be at that verge of patiently aggressive. Be aggressive enough to try to win the race, but not so aggressive that you lose your appliances.
All right, we're ready, Isaiah. Count us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are appliance racing here this afternoon. Danny Harrell in car number 95. Looks like he'll take the lead, but here comes the 00 on the high side in 1 and 2. Good racing early on.
Yeah, it's Tyler. He was just finished. Like I said, they just undid those cars to make sure that they could be able to run this event. And now he's up on the top side of the racetrack trying to get that angle to enter pit road. He saw where it was dry, so they've got to run one lap straight up and then come down pit road. So Tyler definitely finding that smooth area. Danny Harrell up top, the 360 machine up in the second spot. Christian Keller up into the third spot now. 50 machine and the 96X coming up rears. The 00 car already midway down the backstretch. Team awaiting their driver to come down pit road for the first piece of the appliances to come in, and here they come down into pit road.
Tyler Davis leads the parade down pit lane all by his lonesome. He'll come to a rest. The crew members, 2 of them down there, will look to put the first appliance in. Almost drops it there on pit lane. They'll pick it up, put it in the truck. Here comes the 6 of Christian Keller, as does Danny Harrell in car number 95.
I like how Danny pops the trunk right there at the end of it. But the dishwasher going in, that's going to go in easily. They cross pit road there. Keller and Harrell coming out together. Look at that.
How about that? Danny Harrell, the magician here at the appliance race, comes out first, but Christian Keller is bouncing back on the high side by side for the lead down the back straightaway.
Yeah, they've got a nice size appliance for the machines down in there, but I mean, I don't know exactly where Christian's going to put the rest, but his team's down here awaiting that car. The 50's still trying to get an appliance in the car. Are they trying to load more than one here?
Interesting. The 00 is back out on the racetrack. He's lost a lot of ground, though, as the top 2 are now down on pit lane. Danny Harrell, the man with the plan with his crew, but as is Christian Harrell. Looks like we're going to put on the hood of the race car.
They're trying to put the refrigerator on the top of the car. Now they're going to have to spin it. What you do is put it down on the deck lid. There you go. Now you got to tie it to the the B post there somehow. If you can, that's going to be your best bet down here. And they're having trouble with Danny Harrell's machine right now. Oh, that was loses one on the pit road. So now they've got to dodge an appliance even coming into pit road.
That was something we talked about. You've got to get the appliances secured. So the 36 has lost an appliance on pit lane, and he'll have to come back down pit road. And look at the 6 of Christian Keller. It looks like it's getting ready to come off the hood of the car.
I heard the crowd behind me. Did you hear that?
I did.
Oh, that's right. Get into it. Here we go. Danny Harrell coming down pit road. Appliance number 3 going on this car.
Number 3 already.
Wow.
That truck is plenty big.
Yeah. He picks the right car now. He's just got to be careful. All I got to do is come down pit road, put the fridge on top, and tie it off, and he does one more lap, and he's done. Christian Keller comes to stop in his pit stall. He's still got 3 appliances down here. They're going to get it back on top of the car, and the fridge came right off of Tyler Davis' car.
Indeed, we've got more appliances down on pit lane. It looks like 3 litters down there. As Christian Keller, they're going to try to secure the appliance to the hood of that car, or the top of that car, I should say.
Final car coming down pit road. I mean, pretty much the race is over, unfortunately, for Tyler. He doesn't even have a appliance, I don't believe, left in the or on the car. But they're going to keep on digging. They're throwing one in the trunk. Let's go put this one out there somewhere.
Hats off to the crew member. By himself, just picked it up and tossed it on there. Danny Harrell trying to get the 4th appliance of 5 in his race car. The 95 that sets midway on pit lane is your leader.
And he can relax because everybody has at least 2 more appliances or at least 1 more appliance. And there he goes, refrigerator and haul. So if he makes his way around to the start-finish line, game, match, set. He's just got to keep all the appliances on. He's staying right on the apron, not putting a lot of pressure on the car. He knows he's got a big lead.
Tremendous lead. He'll come down.
Actually does have 1 more appliance down here.
1 more to go on Danny Harrell and car number 95. Look at the 00, Buck. All the appliances come off once more.
He's just leaving appliances spread out.
Oh, Christian Keller! He'll lose the refrigerator.
And Harrell down pit road, nice and smooth, pulls in, nice easy stop, doesn't slide the tires, and all they got to do is tie it off on the other side to that B post around one of the legs of that oven to make sure it doesn't come off. Look at Justin. Justin Kern's in there getting the shot of them putting that thing on there and got the exit. That was awesome. Great camera work, buddy.
No rear view mirror. At least it's not working right now. It's entirely blocked by the appliances that set in Danny Harrell's car. You can definitely see the weight of the appliances on that race car. And Isaiah, this is interesting to watch, isn't it?
This is very interesting to watch. He's got every single appliance on the back of that car. I'm surprised to see it's driving so easily.
Danny Harrell with the Carolina squat working off of number 4.
Oh, yeah.
Here he comes, race fans. Let's hear it for Danny Harrell and team. They have won the appliance race here this afternoon. Danny Harrell has done it one more time, at least his 6th appliance race victory here at Larry King Falls Langley Speedway on Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction. Harrell is the race winner. Everybody else on the racetrack with less appliances than what Danny Harrell has.
I'll tell you what, the 96X actually has all the appliances in it and finishes second, though. That was a good effort by that team.
How about that?
Only problem is only the winner pays. But still, great effort by the team. That was good practice. They know exactly what to do now the next time they take the challenge from Danny Harrell. And Christian Keller swinging around down here. I'm ready to jump back across the wall. Danny pulls up on the inside pit ball, so leg back over.
We're going to find out the thoughts of Danny Harrell, who has done it here this afternoon in the appliance race with his crew. Let's hear it for his crew as well. They're just as much a part of this as Danny Harrell. Entertaining, this is what it's all about, man. Isaiah watching the action here. Let's go trackside to Buckaroos.
This is 100% what you call teamwork right here. This is A1 example of teamwork. Danny Harrell, I tell you what, buddy, this group right here, they've been awesome for you every time you've done this event.
Yeah, a lot of it's patience and teamwork. Everybody knows where everything fits. And, you know, what can I say? You know, it all pays off. It's all for the fun. And if it weren't for these people here, we love you all. Thank you for coming out. Woo! Woo! And I'd like to thank Car Masters for letting me keep playing and having the fun I do.
There you go, buddy. You coming back next Saturday night, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm running a 100-lap modified race and a 40-lap super street.
There you go, 140 laps. Next Saturday night, come on back out here to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway and cheer this man on the Shambhalooza Memorial Race Night.
This is a public service announcement from Smithfield, makers of bacon. Let it be known that we make bacon. We do not, however, make bacon toothpaste, bacon air freshener, bacon lip balm, bacon lollipops, bacon floss, bacon cologne, bacon shaving cream, bacon soap, bacon toothpicks, bacon bandages, bacon vodka, or t-shirts that say "Body by Bacon" or "Bacon is meat candy." We make bacon. Crispy, delicious, hand-trimmed, slow-smoked over hickory chips, impossible to resist bacon. The kind of bacon you drag through your leftover maple syrup. The kind of bacon you wrap around just about anything and call it an appetizer. The kind of bacon you crave at midnight when you sneak into the kitchen. So before you spritz on your bacon aftershave or put on your finest bacon tie, why not fry some up and devour it? Just a suggestion from Smithfield, where we make bacon.
Cindy Callaway up here in the tower. We were just talking about how much fun the baseball team is having. They're in the press box watching the action. I hear them hooting and hollering. That means they're having a blast. So this is what it's all about.
That is true. And yes, you were right. They were having a wonderful time. Zach and Isaiah did a great job with that last couple races. And I also was teasing our baseball players here because we were all talking about the great job that the folks who are loading these appliances into the vehicles are doing. And I told each of them, I said, you know what? I said, next year I think we volunteer you guys to load the appliances in the car.
Gonna put them to work.
Yeah, and also, you know, it made me think when I'm watching this race with all these appliances. Obviously, I like my appliances to run, but I don't like them to run around the track necessarily. But one of the things that Thomas Nelson does train people to do is to help if your appliances are not running, if you need your HVAC to run, and we all do. It's even on today, October the 23rd, it's running today. Plumbing, electrical, welding, we can offer those trade courses, and you can start a career in any of those very lucrative fields to either work on your own, work for someone else, just to be able to maintain your own systems. And you can be trained in less than 6 months. And those jobs are in high demand with great wages, Brian.
Absolutely, and you can get the education you need at Thomas Nelson Community College. And just so thankful for their support and partnership. We do have a birthday announcement. Happy birthday to Ed Cardona. He turned 70 today. Ed Cardona, happy 70th birthday from us here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Up next, we've got the second place race. This is going to be interesting because the winner, Buck, doesn't get 1 cent.
You
or
gotta
trophy.
lose to win. That's right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a little fun here. I got this beautiful crowd out here, that's for sure, all the way from the left to the right. Once again, let's celebrate the Nature Boy. 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Good stuff. Great participation from our crowd here today. Again, hello to everybody on Facebook Live. Thanks for tuning in to Hampton, Virginia's Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. We are getting set now for our 6th event. This is the second place race. It'll be a 5-lap event here this afternoon for the second place race, with the second place driver earning the big trophy and the winning prize. After this, we'll have the tug of war event, which will have 2 cars nose to nose in a single elimination event. Following that, the 8th event will be the donut burnout competition. And then we're going to have the big one, the 50-lap survival of the fittest, the Enduro race. All of that coming your way here with spectacular weather conditions here today. Who is in the second place race? Let's take you through that. We've got lots of drivers in this one, at least 22 in total. Nathan Lundeen is in car number 47. Caitlin Joyner is in the 48 car. Stormy Butts is in car number 92. Nicholas is in the 33 entry. Looks like Trey Frazier is in the 704. Brian Gritz is in car number 68. Connor Johnson will pilot the 08. The H2O, that's Dalton McNair. Robert Cahoon is in the 10 car. Rob is in car number 15. Javier Torres is in the 36. Rodney Hammond will drive car number 59. Christian Hammond is in 69. Looks like we'll have Jackie Hammond in the 97. Valerie is in car number 9. The 303 is Chris Doss. The 08 is going to be Sean Rayner. Chris Keller is in the 6 car. That's Christian Keller. Looks like the 25 will be Trey Thompson. Alan Swift is in car number 3. Hayden Sheldon will pilot the 13 entry, and Brian Belcher is back in car number 50. Look at the cars coming out onto the speedway again. 5 laps is the distance.
And all to try to finish second. How wide do you think they're going to be stopped on the front stretch?
I think we're going to have a lot of brakes applied, because if you were the leader, you're going to hit the brakes hoping the guy or gal passes you, and then they're going to slam on the brakes. It's going to be interesting.
I tell you what, Justin Kern's almost in the perfect spot. He just needs to be right here when he knows the checker flag's getting ready to fall. That's it. Just right there. Just point it right across the racetrack. Don't even worry about nothing else. Because I tell you, I thought of the killer slogan for the Redneck Fries. You ready? A 3-course meal in a paper boat.
No, that sounds good. That's catchy. That's catchy.
A 3-course meal in a paper boat.
Add him to the marketing department. We got Buck Roos, announcer, a.k.a. also in the marketing division here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Don't forget the Sean Beluso Memorial 100-lap event. It's coming your way next Saturday, October the 30th, on Halloween weekend. We're even going to have a trunk or treat next weekend, so we're going to have even more candy that's going to be distributed next Saturday night. So bring the kiddies with you in their costumes, and we're going to have a ball here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Buck Roos, those thunderous modifieds. I tell you, if you've never seen them in action, you can just feel them when they come by.
And the names from the area that are coming, it's awesome. You know, they want to come race. It's a good purse and everything, but they want to race in honor of their, fallen friend. Sean, 11 times, man, had to go off the hands and start on the toes. 11-time champion. That's when you know you got it good. When hands aren't good enough to count it all, you got to start with the toes. And, I do definitely miss, and I hate that I'm not going to be here for next Saturday night, but family stuff that was already scheduled, but I know everything's going to be amazing. It's going to be great competition. We're going to be crowning champions all night long, so that's going to be cool too, all the way from the karts all the way through to the modifieds. And everybody's going to be trying to get into Dale Lemons Victory Lane, all saluting our buddy Sean Beluso. Man, I miss that smile. That was my favorite part. I've known him for decades, but when he'd pull into Victory Lane after those modified races and in the helmet, you could tell he was just fully smiling and cutting his eyes at me like they gave me another one.
Good stuff. So we want you to be with us next Saturday night. We'll crank things up at 6 o'clock. Again, all the details are at langley-speedway.com.
Right, boys.
just moments away from going racing the second place race. Very unusual because normally first place pays everything. Today, it's second place. So we'll see how this all pans out. Again, we're waiting to get word when we're going to crank this up. So it's just a couple of moments away, and we will be ready here this afternoon.
Yeah, and second place pays off $200. You win, you get nothing.
How many times in life do we hear that?
If only I could finish second.
Aim for the stars. Come home in second place.
Yeah, definitely the opposite of the Stroker Ace movie thing.
I think so. I have to agree.
Second sucks. But yeah, not in this race, buddy. Not here.
Not the case. All righty, so race officials looking everything over. Normally, we would be we would not be nowhere near going racing. We'd have to dry the track, we'd have to remove all the debris, but today, that's just part of the fun.
That's it. That's because we have fans of destruction! And we got a bunch of cars on the racetrack. Christian Keller's got his work cut out for him. He is dead last in the starting lineup.
Let's see how it pans out, and we're ready. Let's count them down, Cindy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cookie Monster on the outside of the front row. Here we go.
Green flag racing, 3 wide, make it 4 wide. Here on the front straightaway, everybody's racing back to turn 1 and 2. Looks like we got the black car out in front. Meanwhile, we got barrels going everywhere, Buckaroos.
Tell you what, and right now the battle is on for second. Tyler Davis is there. He's chasing a black machine. I don't even see a number on the side of that car up front. But somebody needs to send a memo. You're not supposed to win. Tyler Davis and the Cookie Monster are running second and third. Whoa, Tyler just rolled it into the soap and about back into fifth. He's still sliding. Oh, barrels.
Barrels flying everywhere, all over the speedway. The unnumbered black car is leading this race. Behind him is the 00 of Tyler Davis. Meanwhile, cars slipping and sliding all over the speedway.
You know what the lead car is? The Lone Stranger.
Right now, your leader is midway down the backstretch as cars are getting together. One car's in the ditch.
Yeah, Cookie got sideways down here. Cookie Monster. We got one in the ditch.
We got one over in 1 and 2.
Oh.
Actually in the grass.
Okay.
We got a car in the wall over in 3 and 4.
The leader, black car.
The black car is your leader back to 1 and 2.
The 48 car is your third place car. The 3 car is fourth, and the 704 is fifth. If you want to keep up with that up there. Whoa! Hang on, brother.
47 car.
He's facing a wrong. He's trying to run the first race of the day. No, you can go forward.
He's just going to keep it in reverse and dig for more as your race leader takes him back.
Oh, yeah, puts him a lap down now. All right, so how many laps is this?
Looks like we're coming to the white flag this time by.
Whoa!
As we got 4 laps are showing on the surface.
Yeah, so your leader's back on the backstretch. Your second place car is the 00. Now he's slowing down, coming off of turn 4. Now he's hitting the throttle. He wins and loses at the same time. Tyler Davis ends up second place in the 00.
The white 00 in turns 1 and 2 came home in second spot. He's right now in turn number 2. Tyler Davis finishes second, but actually wins this race because the black unnumbered car actually crossed the start-finish line in first place. But because this is the second place race, he did not win. The 00, Tyler Davis, is victorious.
He ran such an awesome race to lose. Tyler did exactly what he needed to do. He got up on the top side of the track, passed the 48 machine, got himself into second, kept the leader probably about 10 car lengths out in front of him. And now he's coming down pit road. And he knew exactly what he did. He got himself right in second place, kept the leader in sight, so if anything happened to him, he knew he could just back off. But the fun part was trying to make sure that he knew where the 48 was so he could back up behind him if he had to. So the second place race goes to Tyler Davis. The whole thing was coming in second in that event, man. That's crazy to think about, ain't it?
Yeah, I've never done anything like that, but that's my buddy Wes, he was out in the lead, so we planned doing that, so it worked out good.
you go. Teamwork works out, man. Like you said, Wes got out front. He was gone, dude. He stroked out there. The only thing I was worried about was the lap car probably getting him and you trying to find the 48 to back up.
Yeah, I didn't know who was on it. I knew I was second. So, but yeah, thank all the fans from here. That's awesome event. So, this is great.
Go. Good job, buddy. Tyler Davis getting her done. And Wesley Gibbons being able to lead the whole race, but he ended up loser, even though he led the whole race. Okay.
That's right. It's the second place race, and Tyler Davis now has 2 trophies here today. He won the train race with Wesley Gibbons earlier, so Tyler Davis picks up the win as the driver who finishes in second, but is actually the winner of the second place race. So that's just a taste of what's to come for the Enduro race. If you like that, get ready for 50 heart-pounding laps of racing for the survival of the fittest. That'll be coming up as our final event this afternoon, but we still have 2 more events to go before we get to that. We've got the tug of war event that is on deck right now. Then we'll have the donut burnout competition, followed by the featured Enduro race coming up here in just a bit on Thomas Nelson Community College's Fall Day of Destruction.
And we have the brand new alignment center that's been set up in the infield down here. If you look between the 2 forklifts, they're just taking turns ramming the front end of the 31 car to try to get it squared back up. And so you'll see the yellow forklift get lined up, and it's almost time for alignment check. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and you're it. That's been fun for the last few seconds.
All kinds of interesting things happening in the pits right now, on the racetrack earlier and now in the infield.
So now we've got our what I call shovel war. Call it tug of war, but they just line 2 cars up nose to nose and push back and forth down here in the concrete area of the front stretch pit road. So we're waiting for those cars to get over here. And we were talking about the redneck fries, man. The concessions are wide open. So if you're thirsty, ice cold Pepsi Cola products and having some fun out here. And of course the adult beverages, Busch Light and Bud Light, all available down there. And of course, Larry's Hard Lemonade, can't forget about that. And I'll tell you what, when we go back to talking about a boy, Brandon Brown, who was here for the Hampton Heat on the PA system with us, winning Talladega. That is just awesome, man, to see one of the local guys be able to pop a win like that. That was really cool. I know how much effort he and his dad have put in, and his dad especially put into his career. They showed up the first Denny Hamlin short track showdown that happened at Richmond Raceway. Brandon Brown's dad came in, and it was an all-invite race. You had to be invited in order to be able to participate. And Lynn Carroll comes over to me, who was the person in charge of all the NASCAR stuff, and he goes, we've got a driver at the gate who showed up uninvited. Do you want to talk to him and see about it? And it ended up being Brandon Brown. So the Denny Hamlin short track showdown was the first time Brandon Brown got to compete on a cup track. So that was pretty cool. And then to see him go ahead and culminate in a win this year at Talladega was awesome.
Big stuff. Of course, Brandon Brown up here with us in the booth for the Hampton Heat 200 that was held this past summer. Already looking forward to the next edition of the Hampton Heat. And Josh Berry, NASCAR Xfinity star, actually won that night here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway.
Yeah, and that gave him the Hampton Heat and the Martinsville Xfinity race win earlier in the season. That's pretty cool, man. And talking about putting some notches in the roster.
Big time stuff. Of course, Josh Berry, what a season he's had at the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Martinsville Speedway, the legendary paperclip half-mile racetrack. He picked up the win. The big announcement, of course, driving for Junior Motorsports next year on a full-time basis. Just some big-time stuff. And, of course, he raced right here this past summer and won. He parked that car in Dale Lemon's victory lane. It was a Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car that picked up the victory. Hey, we've got a Volkswagen Jetta license plate 130984D. That car is blocking another one in, so please, if you can move that car again. It's a Volkswagen Jetta license plate 130984D. If we could please move that vehicle, we'd greatly appreciate that. Thomas Nelson Community College sponsoring today's events. Cindy Calloway is up here with me. Cindy, I've talked with some great people at your school. I've talked with Eddie Swain. He's the Director of Workforce Operations. He told me over and over again, do not mention my name, but I think I just messed up and did. We got Dr. Porter Brandon. Did not have a chance to meet her, but she's here, the president of the college. I met Jasmine in Human Resources. I met Felicia, who helps with the events. Angela Jackson. I've also, she's the athletic director of the school. I talked with Coach Todd Barker. Looks like Billy Elvis and others that are here. Laura, Rhonda, so many great folks are here from the school and having a great time.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. We're so happy to be here. This is an incredible event, an incredible crowd. We've probably got about 50 of our faculty and staff here today volunteering and just enjoying the day. I see our president looking up and waving right now from right down there at the flag, at the finish line. Dr. Porter Brannon, we are so glad to have you at Thomas Nelson Community College. She joined us in January, and she has been looking forward to this day for some time, I can tell you, Brian.
Well, we're so glad to have her, and her whole family is here with her today, enjoying the action. And I believe she's going to be waving the flag here coming up in just a bit. So again, that is the president of Thomas Nelson Community College, Dr. Porter Brannon, with us here in the house. And just a great day for some action here in Hampton, Virginia. And again, Thomas Nelson Community College, if we're thinking about a career change or we've been contemplating going back to school, we've got some opportunities for you.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. It struck me during that last race that we're all trying to get second place. But at Thomas Nelson, we want to be your first choice for college education, for career training, to retrain for a new career, just to take classes for enjoyment. But we're right here in your backyard in Hampton and Williamsburg, and we're here to serve. This is just a great crowd out here today, and I know that there's some folks either here that have gone through Thomas Nelson, who are thinking about Thomas Nelson, who are current Thomas Nelson students, or have lots of kids in their family. And as you well know, higher education today is not cheap. It is less than affordable for many, many families, and community college is an incredible choice. Our tuition rates are 1/3 those of our four-year partners. Wow. So when you're talking about a place to start and to get the first 2 years under your belt, leave without any debt before you pursue your bachelor's degree, community college and especially Thomas Nelson is the way to go.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's some folks here in the grandstands that are contemplating going back to school. Today is the day you can make it happen. We've got so many great folks that are here to help you with that. Looking at the cool coloring book, because you're known as the Gators. That's the mascot for Thomas Nelson Community College.
Yeah, I'll give you a little history lesson here, Brian. When the college opened its doors in 1968, it did not have a mascot. And so we asked the students, we asked, you know, what would represent this college? And those who have lived here in this area in Hampton for a number of years know that the land that the Hampton campus was built on was originally a swamp. So our students did a competition. They designed a logo and a mascot. Originally, the mascot was called the Swamp Stomper. And that doesn't roll off the tongue quite as easy. So over the years, we have become known as the Gators. And as you've already heard from, our great Gator baseball players are with us today. But we also have Gator basketball, both men's and women's basketball teams that have been at playing seasons and representing our school for many, many years. In fact, they're getting ready to launch their season on Saturday, November the 13th.
Good stuff. We got the full schedule on the coloring book that they have handed out here earlier today. So again, cannot say enough thanks to Thomas Nelson Community College here sponsoring today's festivities at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, just moments away from our next event. It is the Tug of War event that is coming your way here this afternoon.
Larry King Law, knowledge, experience, commitment.
Anytime an accident happens, dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
If you or someone you know has been injured in an accident after getting medical help, call us first. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
Larry King Law battles for justice and is dedicated to empower and protect accident victims. It is our mission to provide the best possible legal services. Anytime you need help, dial 757-INJURED.
Attention race fans, whether you are racing to buy, racing to sell, or racing to relocate, win with Realtor Ray. From the drop of the green flag to the wave of the checkered flag, Realtor Ray is there for you. Contact for a free consultation at 757-355-1507. Don't forget to ask about the cashback program. Hey, the brands you love at the prices you can afford, celebrating 75 years in business, the Portsmouth Army Navy is the coverall king of Hampton Roads. Carrying top brands like Carhartt, Timberland Pro, and Extra Tough, the Army Navy store has the best gear for anyone working the waterfront. They even stock big and tall sizes up to 6X. For great work clothes at great prices, visit Portsmouth Army Navy or armynavy.com. That's ARMIENAVIE.com.
Hey, Brian, I'm standing down here next to Vaughn. We're going to go ahead and get anybody who's interested and wants to compete in the burnout competition in the inside of turn number 1. Anybody interested in the burnout competition, make your way over here, over by the tow vehicles, and we'll bring you over one at a time into the burnout area. Once again, the burnout competition vehicles, make your way down here to pit road, please. Thank you.
Also want to thank our friends at Performance Food Service of Virginia. They're a Virginia-based company servicing over 3,000 local food establishments right here in the great state of Virginia and northeastern North Carolina since 1875. Make your plans next Saturday night. It's the Sean Beluso Memorial 100, the big one, plus championship night number 2. That is next Saturday, October the 30th. We'll drop the green flag around 6 p.m. Get your tickets. It's the final time stock cars will be on this racetrack in 2021.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Vaughn.
All right. So I need some burnout cars, so I'm talking to the pits. It was better to win the burnout. It's now 200. So if there's any cars in the pit that want to do the burnout contest, we're doing it as donuts this year. It's kind of a freestyle event. You just go all over the place. We've got the track watered down. We got the soap suds there. And the crowd is ready to hear these. So this is my challenge to you in the outside pits. Let's get some cars down here and do a burnout contest.
Hey, Vaughn, tell us that increase in prize money one more time.
He said we're going to take the tug of war money. Since nobody wants to try to do that, we're going to put it into the burnout pit. $200 to win the burnout competition now.
And that's by as much money. We decide the winner of the burnout based on crowd noise, so you can still technically suck at burnouts, but if you put on a show, you can still win.
Cindy, let's look at our car. Let's partner in this one together. You ready? All right.
Dodge Journey. Let's put it out there.
All right, so Cindy and I are going to leave the press box, and we're going to go out and we're going to try for $200. I thought we'd be pretty good at it.
I think we could do this.
I'll tell you what, $200 to come across here and just do a burnout. That's a pretty good little chunk of change.
That's right. All right. So come on out, drivers. We are ready for you.
And I'll even give you both trophies. They're already paid for.
2 trophies. There you go. 2 trophies, $200. Hey, we got another birthday in the house. Xander. Happy birthday to Xander. He's 11 years old today. Happy birthday, Xander.
It's your birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Xander.
We do need your help with moving one more vehicle. It's a Honda license plate VDJ6677. It's blocking someone in. Again, it's a Honda vehicle, license plate VDJ6677. Good stuff. We're having fun on a Saturday afternoon here in Hampton, Virginia. We raced last Sunday. It was a makeup day from championship race number 1. And of course, Brendan Queen, Butterbean, won the 2021 Taylor Waste Services Late Model Championship, his 2nd consecutive championship. He won the most races this season. So it was a big Sunday afternoon last weekend. And of course, we know Matt Carter has already sealed the deal and won the Larry King Law Modified Championship. Of course, we'll have the Modifieds back on the track one more time next weekend for the Sean Beluso 100. It's a non-points paying event, but it's going to have some big money up for grabs to win. And it's all about the pride of getting the Sean Beluso Memorial Trophy to take home with you and the big paycheck that goes along with that. So again, that is coming up next Saturday night. So lots of champions already decided, but there's still several more to go. And again, it's the final time that stock cars are on this racetrack this year. You do not want to miss it next Saturday night. And speaking of stock cars on the racetrack, the The big one, the Enduro race, is coming up here in just moments. It's a 50-lap survival of the fittest. Now, we already had a chance, Cindy, to see the second place race earlier. It was a full field of cars racing for second place, and now we're going to have even more cars to add to that. And oh, by the way, 45 more laps.
Wow, that's going to be a tough one. You know, we saw some destruction in the second place race, and I think we'll probably see a lot more as the day goes on.
It is indeed going to be the case. Of course, Adam Welbrock up here, as always, the voice behind Wacky Wednesdays. That'll be coming up in 2022. Getting the thumbs up, indeed, that'll be the case. Of course, Adam also helping us on the mic. All right, we got the first car out. Here we go.
Time to do the donuts.
3, 7, 11. I don't care where you go.
Oh, here we go.
Donut time, car 50.
That left rear tire is swinging. He's screaming. I like when he hits the yellow paint. Smoke turns yellow.
Burning them down. Doing the donuts.
He's going to swing it around, do a figure 8. There you go. A little more smoke off of it that time. Ah. Make sure that's the tire, not the car. Okay. There you go. He's got some smoke rolling on, burning off of her now once he gets off that soap. Look at there. Fans, pump him up. There you go. He can hear you in there.
I tell you, the roar of the crowd a lot of times is louder than those engines.
Exactly. I love this crowd today.
It's an awesome crowd.
All right, there we go. That's your first participant. Let him hear it. There you go. A lot of steam rolling up on the windshield. He'll pull up onto the front stretch. Next. Hot Wheels. He's got it set up. Got a spiral thing going on the tires.
Danny Harrell just won the appliance race earlier in that 95 car. He'll be the second participant here in the donut burnout competition.
He's going to get his helmet on, and he's going to pull up into the water pit down here. We'll see how much smoke he can make with the big old machine that just won, like you said, the appliance race. He's got his hazard suit on. Getting everything together, and he's going to go down in the water and start doing some spinnies.
Danny Harrell, he's been known to win this one as well. Danny Harrell just wins pretty much everything he gets behind. Same car that won the appliance race will be doing the donut burnout.
There you go.
Look at that, race fans.
We've got fire in the hole. Danny Harrell getting ready.
Yeah, there you go.
Here comes
Here we go.
Danny Harrell.
Arnold!
It looks purple.
Purple smoke, baby. Put a little Prince touch on it.
Purple rain.
Purple smoke. Stand on her, son. Ah! Rolling it out. He's going to spin her back the opposite direction. There you go. That looks like some spurns right there.
He's done this a time or two for sure. As he's doing the 360 over and over again. Danny Harrell lighting him up.
He's got old skull and crossbones rolling down here, don't he? He ain't done yet, folks. Pump him up. Let's hear it. Yell, scream, let him know you're loving it.
He's still doing more and more 360s. He's not done.
He's got the lean going on in it as well. He's only got one arm on the steering wheel. Just swirling it around like he's driving a forklift. All right, we get down to the nitty-gritty now. He's got a lot of smoke rolling out from underneath. Both rear wheels rolling through. He's going to spin it one more time around to the right.
Cindy, how much tire's left on that car?
I think he's down to the rims already.
I think he's trying to go ahead and explode it. Oh.
How about that, fan?
Hot Wheels! Danny Hill, entertaining as always.
Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah. He's on fire.
A crowd favorite for sure, Danny Hill.
Looks like we got one more machine coming to the burnout pit.
Danny gets out of the car, runs on the front stretch, lays down on the track, or rolls it over himself, that is.
That was his version of a somersault, by the way, or a cartwheel.
Good
He's got a race next weekend. He has to take care of himself.
That's right. Danny Harrell races in the old school video game Super Streets on Saturday nights. He's got his final event of the year next weekend.
And he will be participating in the modified 100-lap feature for Sean Beluso Memorial 100.
How about that? Double duty next weekend. One more car to go. It's the 25 car.
Stars and stripes and a little bit of camo. Here we go. Front wheel drive burnout. Gonna go around in circles.
He's doing his thing here this afternoon. Got the engine wound up.
It says legalized road race on the front of it. I'm not so sure about that.
I was gonna say, we got a lot of that already.
Some of the videos I've seen, no thank you. He's got the rear wheels just locked up. He is dragging the car around in the circles right now, trying to get anything out of it. A for effort, 100%. I like the monster teeth on the front of it, like the old World War II planes. It's got one left eye on the front of it.
Really cool paint scheme. Going round and round here this afternoon. Isn't that a rock song, Round and Round?
Yeah, by Rat. Yeah. There's only one problem with our new house. We have rats.
The good commercial there, the catchy commercial.
And I think we're just about done here. It's tough to make a front-wheel drive car do a burnout unless you're just doing a flat-out, power burnout, power brake.
Still going into 360.
I see a little bit of smoke coming off top of the tire. Sounds like tire. One of these where he's having fun.
That's right.
There we go.
He did it.
Fans, get my hand.
This is a fan's choice as to who wins here today. So Buck Roos is going to help us with that. So race fans, your participation is needed here to determine who wins this afternoon's burnout competition. Let's hear it for car number 25 as he climbs out.
While he's there, we'll go ahead and do it. All right, fans in instruction, car 25. Car number 50. Skull and crossbow. That's I think that's unanimous. Definitely. So, I like the Tyvek outfit to start off with.
Well, when you're on fire, you're on fire.
And I said, help me, Tom Cruise, help me, Oprah, right?
Yeah, that's right. You got to get out, dive, and roll, So, I tell you what, this is awesome. I don't know what to say other than, woo! That's awesome.
Give it to it, folks. 3, 2, 1. That's for Danny Harrell. Let me go down here and get your hardware and your checks, buddy. Thank you for the 3 participants all together for making that work out for that burnout. So now it's time to line them up.
How about that? Danny Harrell won the appliance race earlier, wins our donut burnout competition here this afternoon, but all 3 competitors did an outstanding job in our donut burnout. But Danny Harrell gets the crowd applause the loudest as the take that car into the pits, and we're getting ready for one more event. It is the big one, the survival of the fittest, as we like to say. The Enduro race, the 50-lap contest, is coming your way here in just moments. So we're getting set for that here today. Hey, do you have a garage bike sitting all alone in your garage? Help that lonely bike find a forever home. Hampton Roads Harley Davidson, one of the largest dealerships in Virginia, is looking to buy your bike. That's right, they want to buy your bike, and they're paying crazy money right now. Hampton Roads Harley Davidson is located in historic Yorktown on Highway 17. They're family owned and operated for more than 42 years. Hampton Roads Harley Davidson is your motorcycle headquarters. Well, we have seen a great day up to this point, Cindy, and we've got one more to go. Big 50-lap contest.
Yeah, this is so exciting. What a great day for racing here in Langley. And I got to tell you, I really enjoyed the burnout. I was really glad we had our fire science students and faculty here today, because there was a lot of smoke going on down there. And one of our drivers jumped down and did the stop, drop, and roll. Thought he was going to need a little help down there, but all the drivers did a great job. Congratulations to all of them. Looking forward to this last race. Think we're going to see a lot of bumping on that racetrack tonight.
I think you're right. It's getting ready to take place here with one more big event. And again, Thomas Nelson's fire science degree is now 100% online. The college also offers EMT and paramedic training programs. Other health programs include nursing and dental hygienist. Call 757-825-2808 for more information. So again, one more big one to go here today. So it's going to be a few more moments before we are ready. And again, I think you happen to know somebody on top of the flag stand there.
I do. Dr. Porter Brannon, president of Thomas Nelson Community College, soon to be Virginia Peninsula Community College, by the way, is with us, and this will be her first visit to Langley and her first opportunity. She's going to do a great job starting us off on this endurance race for sure.
Good stuff here for Thomas Nelson Community College here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway as we prepare for one more big event here this afternoon. And hey, we've got a new experience, a new area here at the racetrack. And it is a cool spot. It is the new one where you want to be. It's Larry's Hard Lemonade. We're excited to announce the opening this year of Larry's Backyard Pavilion. Be sure to get your tickets to this exciting new area for the next race. And Justin Kern is down there, so give us a big wave if you're in the Larry's Hard Pavilion. There they are. I think they're having a good time. Some adult beverages. They have a private bar down there. They've got cornhole boards are set up. And I just think what a great spot to take in the action. You're right there in turns 3 and 4. Actually, turn number 4, right against the fence. And a unique way to take in the race. And you can spread out and enjoy yourself. And Buck, we still haven't caught a race from down there yet.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's some fun stuff. Uh-oh. Crowd's getting pumped up now. What we got going on, brother? Brian's looking around up there.
Looks like there's going to be a 20-minute intermission before we get ready for our big one.
Yeah,
the survival of the fittest. It's going to take about 20 minutes to get the track prepared, to get it ready, and get all the cars out there as well. So you see the water truck. Again, this is not a dirt track. It's an asphalt track, but you do see it there on the backstretch. They're going to apply more moisture to the speedway. They're going to put some more barrels out. We're going to soak the track down a little bit more. So about 20 minutes until the action takes place. A little after 3:20. And we're going to have the big one, the Enduro race, coming your way. So now's a great time to hit our refreshment stands for something hot to eat or cold to drink. We've got the, what's that, Buck?
Redneck fries.
Absolutely delicious.
A 3-course meal in a paper boat.
Cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, barbecue, chicken, and so much more. So go ahead and get you something hot to eat. Cold to drink, ice cold Pepsi products. We've got adult beverages for those 21 and over.
And our souvenir stand, which has a bunch of Langley Speedway paraphernalia. So if it's your first time in, Want to take yourself back a sweatshirt to get ready for the winter months? We got them down there, T-shirts, checkered flags for the kids, all kinds of good stuff down there.
We have you covered here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. If you're tuning in on Facebook Live, just a few more moments until our next race takes place, a little less than 20 minutes until the activity begins here for our final event of the afternoon. But I promise you, it's going to be one that you're going to want to see. We're going to have more than 40 cars barreling off to turn number 1, literally trying to avoid barrels and to get around this racetrack as fast as they possibly can. The first one to hit the finish line at lap 50 will be declared winner. But I promise you, it's going to take a lot of excitement and drama to the next level for us to watch. It will be good. All of that is coming your way here in moments.
Riverside Paper Supply is a distributor of food service disposables, janitorial supplies, paper products, and industrial packaging products. We are located at 240 Enterprise Drive in Newport News, Virginia. If you are calling from out of the area, feel free to use our toll-free number, 800-464-7060. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for walk-in or phone-in orders. Online ordering is available 24 hours a day at riversidepaper.net. Riverside Paper Supply is committed to providing you with environmentally friendly or green alternatives for traditional paper and plastic packaging products. We proudly offer items that are 100% biodegradable, compostable, recyclable, as well as made from renewable resources. These materials are formed into products that are similar to the petroleum-based plastic or virgin paper products that are so widely used today, without all of the environmentally harmful material. To learn more about our products and services, visit us online at riversidepaper.net.
The Courtyard by Marriott in Hampton welcomes all Langley Speedway race fans and teams. Located just minutes away from the racetrack in the heart of Coliseum Central, come and experience our spacious guest rooms with plush bedding, free Wi-Fi, personal refrigerators, and our relaxing outdoor patio. Relax, eat, and connect in our new bistro concept that will delight you with fresh breakfast menu, as well as an evening happy hour with a full bar and delicious entrees that suit any appetite. For special Langley Speedway rates, contact the Courtyard by Marriott Hampton at 838-3300 or visit them online at hamptoncourtyard.com.
Track preparations are underway for the Survival of the Fittest 50-lap Enduro race. It won't be much longer, about 15 minutes or so, and we're going Enduro racing here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. drivers are getting in position as we speak for the next one. In the Enduro race. It's coming up here in a matter of moments. Again, so thankful to have each and everybody with us here today at Liberty King Falls and Langley Speedway. In total, more than 40 drivers will start this event. We'll tell you who some of those drivers are. Sean Calloway is in car number 19. And you may be wondering, as Sippy and I were talking up here at the tower, how do we know where they start? Well, it's all done by a random draw. Some of the other drivers in this one include Andrew Anderson in car number 72. Trey Thompson is in car number 25. Car number 3 is Alan Swift. Tyler Howard is in the 01. Hayden Sheldon is in car number 13. Corey Bradley is in the 69X. Stormy Butts will pilot car number 92. Chris Doss is in the 303. Kyle Evans will drive car number 33. Brian Gritz is in the 68. Caitlin Joyner, the familiar name, is in car number 48. Nathan Lundeen, another normal here at the track, is in the 47, as is Zach Stongel in car 53. Chris is in car number 6. Danny Harrell is in the 95 entry. Connor Johnson will pilot the 08, while Andy Humbles is in car number 08. The 301 is going to be Eric Huntington, while Richard Miller is in the 96X. Ron Swedlin is in the 18. Brandon Rollinson is in the 07. Ricky Johnson will drive car number 19. Rodney Hammond is in the 59. Jacob Hammond will drive car number 97. The 33, that's Michael Plaza. The 08 is going to be Shaven Rayner. Donald Bowers is going to be in the 07. Christian Hammond is in the 69, while Brandon Haley will pilot car number 14. The 64 is Thomas Fontaine, while car 36, that's Jarvis Torres. Dalton McNair is in the 420, and then we have Robert Cahoon in the 10. Trey Fassler is in the 704. Rob is in car number 15, while Valerie Gallus is in the 37. Don Dawson, who's done this one before, is in car number 31. Mark Jeffries Jr. is in the 420. Zach Orndorff is in the 137. We have Mark Jones in this race, as is Nick Jones, and Brian Belcher is in car number 50. We're going Enduro racing very, very soon. Ready. It looks like one car, unfortunately, is not ready. We've got one already retiring.
Yeah, 3 machines started getting a little warm underneath the hood down there and started expectorating some water. So he came on down pit road now and is the first official retiree before we even threw the green flag.
That is Alan Swift in car number 3 has parked it.
A little bit of a heartbreaker. That close to the front of the field. It looks like we're getting ready to count it down. Once again, green flags, red flags. The cars will have to come to a stop when the red flag comes out. We check for any injuries, make sure everybody's A-OK. Once they are okay, we go 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got to do it louder than that. We go 3, 2, 1. That's more like it. We give them the woo to celebrate everything they've done and all their crew members and these drivers that are ready to go racing for you, fans of destruction.
Thomas Nelson Community College Fall Day of Destruction. They are lined up 3 by 3 all the way through turn number 4, back to the middle of 3 and 4. The distance in this race, 50 laps. There is no yellow flags. There will be red flags. Dr. Porter Brandon, the president of Thomas Nelson Community College, with her family, will take us under the green flag when that time comes, and it's just a matter of moments. Again, if there's an incident, the red flag will come out. Drivers will stop wherever they are on the course. We'll count them back down together. The next few flags will be the white flag and then the checkered flag at lap number 50. It's going to be carnage, it's going to be mayhem, and it's going to be a lot of fun here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Who will win the big one? We will find out when the dust settles here in a few minutes. But we have 42 hungry drivers. All of them know they want to win here today, but only one will leave the property as the champion. We're going to find out again who is victorious here in just a little bit. Drivers, their hearts have to be pounding out of their chest. They are ready to go, gripping their steering wheels, tightening those belts as tight as they can possibly get them, as they know this track, it is wet, it is slippery, there are barrels all over the speedway, and they're going to have a lot of cars to negotiate. Even the leader, when he or she checks out, they're going to constantly be in lap traffic, passing car after car. It's going to be hard to keep up with who's leading, but we're going to do our best from up here in the tower to walk you through this exciting event.
We've seen them go backwards today. We've seen them have to drive around a pole and avoid one another. We've seen straight up second place winner races. We've seen burnout competitions, but now all of these cars at one time, 50 laps is the distance, 5-0, and then they come down to the top 3 drivers. $300 for third, $500 for second, and $1,000, the richest pot in the entire day. This race is all it determines. 50 laps once again coming up, Enduro style.
We are, again, just moments away. We're going to have everybody to help us out when the countdown time comes. Race officials talking it over one more time to make sure that indeed we are ready. So we are excited. We hope race fans you are, and let's count them down, Cindy, and race fans together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dr. Porter Brandon waves the green flag. We are underway for the Thomas Nelson Community College Fall Day of Destruction. They're racing now to turns 1 and 2.
They're 3 and 4 wide right now. That's our familiar black machine. It does have a 2 on it. You just can't see it until you walk right up to it. Wesley Gibbons out front. The 19 machine, that's Sean Calloway running in second spot. Tyler Davis trying to take over third. But right now it's the 2 car, the 19, the 13, and the 00. 53 machine runs in fifth.
Already 2, 3 wide, even 4 wide. 1 car against the fence over in turns 3 and 4, but he's able to continue. The black number 2 is the leader. He takes that car to turn number 3. Does put 1 car, minus 1 lap, but the top 3 are right there together to come off of turn number 4. We'll put 2 laps on the scoreboard. 1 car is already spun in turn 2.
Yeah, we got 1 car riding on a barrel right in front of you, leader, the 360 machine. Now Tyler Davis up to second. So right now, Wesley Gibbons and Tyler Davis run 1-2 on the field, the 2 car and the 00.
We've got somebody hits again in turn number 2. The 71 is backwards, and now the red flag comes out as cars are sideways on the front stretch. They make contact with the inside retaining wall. That's the 69 car, and the red flag has come out. Drivers have to stop where they are on the course, and of course we're trying to put everybody, rolling them down.
Yeah, we're trying to get them all to roll them up. A couple of cars got together a little bit, trying to get straightened out. A little bit of a bump here on the front stretch. Looks like everybody all right. They're checking on some of these machines real quick. Looks like everybody sees that the red flag is out. So fans, let's give it to them. 3, 2, 1. That much action in 3 laps. So we still got 47 laps to go, and you've had that much action already.
Very early here this afternoon, the 71 car in turn number 2 is facing the wrong direction. You see that driver does climb from his car. He could not refire it. He will retire. We do see smoke from that car as well. That's the 71 entry in turn number 2. We got another car that's in the grass as we were watching on Facebook Live. And it looks like race officials are backing up some of the cars who maybe went a little bit too far once the red flag came out. So again, red flag number 1. It happens here at lap number 3 at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway because of problems over in turn number 2, the 71 car. That driver did need to come out of that car. He did take a hit after another car went sideways and slammed into him.
Yeah, he's asking if his front end looks okay, making sure both tires were up, because if it had a tire down, he has to retire from the event. So a couple of cars getting backed up a little bit down here. But you see the black car on the bottom of the racetrack. You just really don't see the number on it. That is Wesley Gibbons' number 2 machine. The 00 Tyler Davis right now should be the second place machine. Then you come back here to this knot of cars right here, the 13, 19, 69. These cars are all the next ones in line. So we're going to keep an eyeball on it. It looks like they've got the 33 car listed as well in there. But I'm looking for that car. It might be the car right behind Gibbons over there. But we're getting ready to count them down here in a few moments.
Shouldn't be too much longer, and we're going to go back at it here today. The track littered with debris, barrels, water, and soap. All kinds of fun here this afternoon. Lots of families. I see a lot of kids having a good time as we're watching the excitement develop here on the Speedway. 47 laps to go here this afternoon. Again, red flag number 1 has already come out. Shouldn't be too much longer. We'll go back to green flag racing conditions. You just heard from Buck Roos. Our leader, indeed, is Wesley Givens in the black number 2 car here at the end of the front stretch. We see a pile of cars over in turn number 3. I mean, at least 7 cars under a blanket. And Buck, go ahead and count us down.
All right, Dave, Destruction fans, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like I said, I think we got the 2, the 00, then it comes back to the 13 and the 19, or 3rd and 4th. And I believe the 69 car is going to be our 5th place machine right now. Danny Harrell probably up to about 7th on the racetrack.
Oh! The 07 goes for a wild spin, I should say, here on the front stretch. Tags the inside retaining wall. We'll try to find a hole to get going again. The 08 gets sideways here on the front stretch.
He's going.
The 53 slams hit into the outside retaining wall in turn number 1. That car made a hard hit, and it looks like that car will rest here along the track here on the 2 cars.
It's not going anywhere, so we're probably going to see another red flag in any moment now. There it is. Oh, and 7 car going for a ride. Oh, this is going to, woo! 92 machine barely missed it.
Red flag number 2 comes here at lap number 4 because of the car that spun over there in turn number 1 and actually hit the cars that were parked in turn 1. And can you see the number there, Buck, on that car?
The safety crew got out front. I think it's a 03 machine.
Car number 03.
Or 08.
08. That looks like that is going to be Sean, I believe. Sean Rayner has some problems. So Sean Rayner with some issues here in turn number 1, slammed into a couple of cars.
Yeah, that was a hard hit too. Because they were dodging the car, the 07 that was sitting at the bottom of the track, and one car went to the top of the track. They both just doored each other, right dead door to door, wheel to wheel. And it looked like it almost knocked the steering wheel out of his hands, and he grabbed it, and it shot to the back end, went around to the right, and then when the front end went around to the left, it just hit the soap, and he was along for the ride going the rest of the way up to the outside retaining wall.
So Sean Rayner with some problems here in turn number 1, slammed into a couple of cars there against the fence. He has stopped. Our safety crew is there checking on him. Can't say enough thanks to our safety crews, our race officials, and of course Pete's Towing, Tidewater Express, and Asset Recovery for helping us each and every time we take to the racetrack on Saturdays and Saturday nights as well. So again, Sean Rayner with some problems here early on. Just 5 laps have been completed here this afternoon, and we're under our 2nd red flag. Your leader at the moment, it is car number 2, Wesley Givens, as we'll look to make sure our driver is indeed okay. And it looks like he's climbed from the car.
Yes, waving at the crowd. That's good to see. And once again, our safety team right there in a hurry, as always, right on the scene, make sure everybody's okay. I know he's probably going to feel that definitely where the seat belts were tomorrow, but definitely awesome to see him climb into the ambulance to get checked out.
He'll take the trip to the infield care center to be looked over as he has come out of his race car, but a pretty good hit over in turn number 1. As we've seen all kinds of excitement. And Buck, we've not been short on cars that have been spinning in the grass and into the walls, both inside and outside retaining walls.
We have a little agricultural racing along with our regular asphalt racing. So a little bit of dirt, a little bit of asphalt. So they're just choosing which one they want to do.
And again, this one is challenging for these drivers. Again, track conditions already difficult at best, but you're having to negotiate around another 40-plus cars. And a lot of times you think, hey, if I lead the race, I can run away and hide from the rest of the field. You can never get away from the competition. They're always right there with you.
Exactly. About the time you think you're clearing one of these races, the next thing you know, you're getting button hooked in the fence.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. This is a 0.4 of a mile oval, 0.397 to be exact, all the way around this race course. And we run our Days of Destructions in the spring and the fall. And of course, we're so glad to have you with us here for the Fall Day of Destruction presented by Thomas Nelson Community College here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. So good to have Cindy Calloway up here with me. And Cindy, can you believe what you're seeing right now as you look out through the glass?
I can't. You know, we're only, four laps into this race, and we started with 42 cars. It's just a combination for destruction. But I got to tell you, Brian, I really credit Langley Speedway for your safety team. I was watching their immediate response, and it was so good to see that driver exit the vehicle, be able to come wave to the crowd, get into the ambulance on his own. And, you know, your team does a great job keeping the driver safe, keeping the fans safe, and making sure everyone has an enjoyable time at the Speedway.
Well, we couldn't thank you enough for those comments because we couldn't agree more. We have the best safety crew in the business. Buckhurst, you watch them week in and week out from down there in the pits.
Yeah, like I said, go on Facebook, Langley Speedway Safety Crew, or Safety Team. It's on there. You can look them up, and you can follow them on there as well. They document the things that happen on regular race nights, on the Day of Destruction nights, and like I said, they're second to none. They get there, they take care of these drivers, and we've had drivers flip, have, you know, broken bones, all kinds of stuff, and they are all EMT certified, so they take care of everything right there on site. And if somebody needs to be transported, they make sure they stabilize them good enough that when the ambulance comes to transport them, there are any additional harm is done to them other than what has happened in an incident. So, I mean, they are second to none, and I always salute them every time I get a chance out here at Langley Speedway.
Looks like Brandon Rollinson may have climbed from that 07 car. I can't tell from my vantage point, but somebody indeed, he's waving to the crowd. So Brandon Rollinson looks like he's had to call it here at lap 5.
The left front sort of staring at the right front. It's sort of cross-eyed on the tires. So it definitely is not going to handle very well from this point out, and it probably would have just broke a ball joint within the next couple of laps and ended up out there, and hopefully we didn't want that to happen to him and put him in danger and harm's way.
All righty, race fans together, let's count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back at it on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Your race leader, Wesley Gibbons, is in command of this race. He's in turn number 2. Buck, he's in hot pursuit by the 00.
I'll tell you what, Tyler's trying to catch his buddy. Like I said, Wesley's used to racing on dirt. Tyler, a modified driver, he'll probably be in action next Saturday here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway in the San Luis Memorial 100. Now, this is the wild part about this race. Now we've got to dodge him off of 2, dodge him right here on the front stretch. Sometimes when you come off the corners, at least they're going the opposite way of the sun. The one off of turn number 2, though, a little bit of sunshine starting to get in your face on the exit of turn number 2. A barrel gets hit over there by 276, I think it is, and he comes to a stop. So I don't know if the barrel might have killed the car or not, but the 420 sitting at the entrance to pit road. So we've got stuff going on at both ends of the track.
420 has spun it here in turn number 4. Also, another car is parked here in the middle of 3 and 4. I can't tell from my vantage point the number on that car, but he has indeed spun that car. Looks like the 420 needs to get out of that car, so that may necessitate, and indeed it will. The red flag will be displayed.
We have 3 stranded cars on the racetrack. 1 at turn 2 right under the Mosquito Joe sign. 1 in the center of 3 and 4 right at the ditch, and the 420 that sits here at the entrance to pit road.
Red flag number 3 comes at lap number 9.
That's right, no big incidents. So it looks like we're going to get a 3, 2, 1. A big old woo, celebrating the nature boy, Ric Flair. It's again a calling some of these cars to move around a little bit or back up just a hair. And Sean Calloway, one of those, that 19 machine backing up just a bit, sending him back a little bit more. And folks, that driver over there in 3 and 4 saluting you up here in the grandstands. Let him hear it for it. That's right.
I tell you what, race fans, you are sounding fantastic. What a great crowd we have here this afternoon. Mark Jeffries Jr. in the 420 has come off of the track, I do believe.
Hey, straightened it back up and finally fired, and he pulled off a pit lane down here. So sitting up at the top of turn 4, coming off the corner, but the 47 coming down pit road after the early incident, calling it a day. And Caitlin Joyner walking across pit road here herself, walking over to talk to him.
And for your safety, if you're standing up right near the fence, we do ask you to please back up off the fence. Again, that is for your safety. So everybody that's right up along the fence here on the racetrack, if you could please take a step back. We're just worried about safety of all of our race fans here as we get set to go back racing here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Your leader continues to be car number 2, Wesley Givens. He is in command of this race here at lap number 9. We still have a long, long ways to go, and it's already been full of drama and excitement, and we're looking forward to a lot more of that. Remember, it doesn't pay to lead the first 49 laps. It pays to lead at lap number 50. So we'll find out who gets it done. Let's do it together, race fans. 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
Buck Roos with the yeehaw as we go right back at it. He does a great job at that. Buck, we're back at it one more time.
Wesley off of turn number 2. He's the solid black-looking car, working about midway down the back stretch now, heading into turn number 3 on the outside. You have to go all the way back to midway down the back stretch. A half a straightaway between himself and the second place 00 of Tyler Davis. Then I think we go a pretty good little ways back to a 01 machine, so I'm looking for that car. It might be the 301 that they're talking about. And the 5 machine would probably be the 4th place car of Jesse Jones, and he's got a tire that's pointing at me coming off the corner, but he's running, it looks like, I think he's up in the top 5. The 13 car is still hanging in there, we know that. So we'll watch and keep an eye on those, because you never know when something could happen to the leader in the middle of nowhere. Well, we're a fifth of the way through this thing, buddy.
We are indeed. Tyler Howard is that car you've been talking about in the 01 car. He right now is in 3rd. Got a flapping bumper here on the 704 midway down the front stretch, and everybody trying to negotiate the stopped car here on the front stretch. Looks like the 04 car, I'm told, has a flat tire. That's a problem. The 420 just smacks the outside retaining wall. Another car has some issues down at the end of the back stretch. So problems here on the back straightaway. One car has stopped there, and it looks like red flag number 4 will come out here at lap number 12. Red flag is out.
Whoa! Remember that Yosemite Sam thing when he had the dragon? And he yells, "When I say whoa, I means whoa." Everybody all right? Everybody looks all right so far. 3, 2, 1. Woo! That's right. We just get a couple of drivers out of some unfunctional cars right at the moment. I wouldn't call them dysfunctional. They're just unfunctional. They ain't working anymore. The 13 car has found someone somewhere, because the front end of that thing is pushed in, and he was in their top 5, I believe.
Looks like car number 96 is being scored as 2nd spot here on the racetrack as we look at the scoreboard this afternoon. Car number 96 up to P2 as we get set to go back at it here in just a bit. Good stuff here on a Saturday afternoon. Bright blue skies. Race fans having some fun here this afternoon, watching some excitement as one driver, I should say, climbs from his machine at the in the backstretch area as he has climbed from that car. I believe that was the 720.
Yeah.
Or the 704.
Caitlin Joyner's down here, and that's definitely different from the Super Street crowd.
Oh, yeah. Running a front-wheel drive car is a whole new world, and as y'all can see, it's taken a while for me to get used to it. You know, the 71, sorry about your driver's side front, kind of speed bumped it, but, you know, I think I got more damage from it than he did, so.
Well, it's awesome having you out here, girl, and have fun next weekend.
Thank you.
There you go. She drives our 48 machine in the Super Street Series for Miles of Seamless Gutters, and I'll tell you what, they're Like she said, she caught that machine that was sitting over there, just barely caught the front end enough that it actually ripped the front end loose on her right front. And just, like I said, when I saw it happen, it just killed the car.
All right, we're being told, let's count them down, Buckaroos.
Count them down. 5, 4, yeah!
Sounding fantastic down there, the 5, with a lot of smoke from under that car here at the on the front straightaway. Your leader working off of turn number 2, I do believe. As again, it's just a challenge to keep up with where everybody is. Now your leader comes off of 4
exactly
across the start-finish line. That's how fast they get around this racetrack. He's taking them back to 1 and 2, gets a little sideways almost. One car in the grass in turn number 2. He's going to right the ship now in the 0-1 off of 2.
Yeah, Tyler Davis in the second spot now. Danny Harrell has been methodically picking his way through the field, and I think he might be up into the 3rd spot. He's taking the top side of the track. Tyler Davis just ahead of him. And now Tyler caught up in some traffic on the bottom, and the 95 car working the top side of the facility. They're going to go across to the start-finish line almost simultaneously. The white 00 and the golden copper-colored 95. That's a battle for second, I believe.
Watching him come off of turn number 2 now. That's again a battle there on the speedway. Your leader checking out on the field just a bit. He's already at the start-finish line. A tremendous lead for car number 2. We're talking about Wesley Gibbons, who's trying to run away from those who are battling for second spot. The scoreboard is showing the 00 right now in second position. The 0-1 is being scored in 3rd position, but Danny Harrell is right there. They're still side by side for almost an entire lap now as they go back to 1 and 2.
Yeah, I believe that 01 and the 95 fighting for the 3rd spot on the racetrack now. Like you said, he had driven all the way up to the 00, but now Tyler able to dispatch all the lap traffic. That was the big thing that let him be able to catch up to Wesley Gibbons. Well, the 14 car taking a swing at the 00, and he's going to get away. And he actually hit the steering wheel like, man, I missed him.
Little beating and banging, some contact on the speedway. It's like playing bumper cars at high speed for these Enduro drivers this afternoon. Your leader across the start-finish line. He's racing back to turns 1 and 2. There are several cars that are stopped along the racetrack. Some barrels are bouncing around the speedway as well. We're told another car maybe having a flat tire, didn't quite catch the number on that. Meanwhile, a car going around over here in 3 and 4. Looks like one car very slow, a gray car.
Unless scoring catches has caught Thomas Fontaine going a lap down, he may be our 3rd place car. The 64 car runs just about maybe half a straightaway behind the 00 machine, and he's usually pretty clean at getting around here. And then it would probably be the 01, and then probably back maybe to the 69 machine. Red flag coming out, getting everybody down. That's right, I heard you. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they're getting more into it. Getting more action on the racetrack. It's getting racy out there now. Thinning out the herd on the racetrack. And so now the racing is starting to kick in. Like I said, Wesley Gibbons, the leader right now in that 2 machine, that solid black looking car, the 00 machine. Tyler Davis running in the 2nd spot.
One driver climbs from his car over there in 3 and 4. He has climbed out of the car, walking in the pits. He is going to call it quits here. I believe the car called it quits for him.
Yeah.
And that's brought out our 5th red flag.
We've had 5 red flags already in a 50-lap race. There you go.
All right, let's count them down, race fans, together. 5, 4. One more time, we're back at full speed. 17 laps are being displayed, and we got a car out. It's the 95.
Oh, wow. Good save by the 69, too.
Big-time heavy hitter Danny Harrell, who won the appliance race, and others, has a flat tire. He has had to call it here at lap number 18.
The leader, man, Wesley is just slicing and dicing through traffic, man. I mean, it's like he's just about unstoppable. Somebody's going to have to get into him to stop him. He is in the middle of 3 and 4. He's already catching that batch of traffic. He's already put 1 lap down. That includes the 01 car that is actually probably one of your top 5 machines right now. He goes around the outside of that machine. The 69 had passed him, but now Wesley Gibbons looking to the outside. He's actually looking at the back end of the 69 machine. So we're probably looking at the 2 the 00, the 64, which is right ahead of your leader, and then the 69, the top 4 machines, and the 69 going a lap down to Wesley right now.
So very few drivers are on the lead lap. It may be 2 or 3 at the moment, but remember, you got to make it all the way to lap 50. We still have 30 laps to go. Anything can happen in this race. Your leader's midway down the backstretch. That's Wesley Gibbons in that black number 2 car. Second place is the 00. That's Tyler Davis. He is running on the speedway as we look around the track. I believe he is coming off of the second, where we're trying to, alpha turn number 2 here, midway down the backstretch. So that's the distance between first and second as the scoreboard shows here at the moment. 21 laps in the books, cars sideways. All over the speedway is 72, spins it down in Dale Lemon's victory lane. Looks like he's going to go in reverse style there.
Watch the ditch.
As he'll turn that car into the pits.
They'll turn it around down there and rejoin the fray, but your leader crosses the start-finish line, like you said, while the 00 comes off of turn 2, the closest challenger for the lead, 3/4 of a track behind.
So tremendous advantage right now for Wesley Givens. So his big thing at the moment is not trying to, I should say, have tremendous lead. He wants to stay and drive safe around this speedway, because if he gets into a car, his day could be done.
They may be the only 2 cars on the lead lap now.
I think you're right.
Because he's bypassed Thomas Fontaine's 64 machine.
So a very, very fast Wesley Givens. Wesley Givens comes off of turn number 2 as the leader here at lap 23. About a lap and a half away from seeing cross flags. The 19 comes into the pits very, very fast. He'll park that car there. His day is done. Maybe a flat tire there.
Yeah, I think I'm watching all these cars try to encircle this racetrack, and Tyler Davis having some trouble getting by. Oh, man, the 8 machine just clobbered the 71 head on, and another car gets into it. So now we've got a melee of cars.
Several
Instead of turn 2, and the radiator's letting go in the 13 car. He's trying to hang on to it. 8 car gets it recranked.
How about that? A big-time problems in turn number 2. Multiple cars getting together, spinning.
Halfway signal.
Here we go, halfway home, 25 down. Your leaders across the start-finish line. That again is Wesley Givens, who's in command of the race, slicing and dicing his way through the field, trying to be careful, and we got the red flag coming out.
Yeah, we had one driver on the bottom of the track that I think needs to get out after the incident over there off of turn number 2. See everybody coming to a stop. And I don't see anybody really. The safety team is still sitting still, so I guess everybody physically is okay. So once again, fans of destruction, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That's right.
Rodney Hammond of the 59 car is coming into the pits as well. His day is done. And as Buck mentioned, a couple of drivers climbing from their machines in the grass along the back straightaway. So they'll be coming out and coming into the pits. So it should be a few more moments before we go back at it. We are now halfway home, Cindy. And wow, this is hard to keep up with.
I tell you, these cars are going fast around this racetrack, even with all of the other cars and barrels and slick spots and everything else trying to avoid. But our leaders are having an incredible day out there. They've been strong all day in all the races.
I tell you, Wesley Givens, Tyler Davis, and others have been strong. All right, race fans, let's do it again. 5, 4, 3. Halfway home, 25 down, 25 more to go. The 53 car dragging a bumper here on the front straightaway as he gets going in a straight line back to turns 1 and 2. Your leader across the stripe, 26 are on the board, and guess what, Buck? He's getting ready to hit some heavy, heavy traffic.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get fun. I mean, the herd has thinned out a little bit. He's not going to be in as much soup. Depends on how much the 14 and 00 get going here, because the 14 and 00 have been racing all day long, hard each time they get around each other. 420 inside wall.
The 420 does a 180. Faces the opposite direction here as your race leader is getting ready to catch the second place driver.
I think the 420, okay, you got it fired now. It wouldn't start at first.
Red flag is coming out here at lap number 27.
The 8 car from that head-on collision has been driving around this racetrack hood up. That's an oil change. Everybody stop.
Give it up.
Everybody's good. 3, 2, 1.
That looked like it was Andy Humbles with the hood up on that car.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hey, and I'll tell you one thing. Let's go a little bit further. Are you not entertained? That was weak. Let's try it again. Are you not entertained? Fans of destruction, this day is definitely for you every year. We'd like to thank everybody out here at Langley. Me and Brian just get the lucky part of holding the microphones. I'll tell you what, y'all get the blessed part. And thank y'all so much for blessing us by coming out here and enjoying this racing action here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway on Day of Destruction.
All righty, Buck, count us down.
5, 4, lap.
Yeehaw! One more time. Shane has that green flag in hand. He unfurls it.
Digging.
And the 8 car, you said it, Buck, he's still going.
He's got that gap. Look at him leaning. He's
has
leaning
the
down.
flag.
He's literally up on the wheel like an 80-year-old woman, like, hey, I can get up through here.
Looking out the driver's side window, you can see him sticking his head out a little bit, just trying to see where am I going. He's not giving up, has the flag out the back side of that car.
2 car is the only car on the lead lap. He has bypassed the 00.
How about it? 1 car sideways in turn number 2, gathers it back together, continues on. But we've got a very, very strong race leader. We're talking about the guy at the start-finish line. That is Wesley Gibbons here at lap number 29. Still 21 circuits remain.
Yeah, he's taken to the top side of the track and just not giving it up unless he has to pass the car. And Tyler Davis running through the middle of 1 and 2 right now while he's already midway down the backstretch, you know.
Buck, look at this 9 car on the front straightaway. You might not be able to see it from your vantage point, but very, very interesting. He's had some hard hits. I'm not sure how much longer that right rear tire is going to be able to continue going. But indeed, he's going for more.
He was dancing inside the car for the last few laps down the front stretch. He's like, da-da-da-da-da. He's just having a blast, man. He's having almost as much fun as people watching right now.
Indeed.
I think you might have a race here between the 13 and the 64 for third. And they're catching the 00 right now. The 00's laying down a little bit. Something's wrong. 13 car going by on the outside. 64 will follow suit along with the 7. So unless they've got him listed as laps down, I believe the 13 car might have taken over second place.
So is Tyler Davis having problems with the 00? It's clearly not as fast as he was going earlier. Does he have a tire going down? Is the car giving up? Red flag is going to come out one more time.
It's motor. It just came by here sounding very sour. Whoa.
How about that?
Lock him down.
Red flag one more time at lap 31.
And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're getting close to the end. They know it. 31 laps on the board right now. The fans of destruction are definitely getting what they came for. We're seeing the destruction, but we're seeing some great racing right now. Wesley Gibbons taking command of this race from the get-go, not looking back. We're going to have to definitely check. Right now, the scoreboard is unofficial, of course, as always, but we've definitely kept an eye on that 2 car and the 00 car and watched them out front. But I believe we had 1 car, the 13 car, I believe, and the 64 machine were both racing with the 00. It's up to timing and scoring upstairs to see if they have those cars a lap down or not.
Sean Calloway in that 19 car here at the end of the pit road came back out on the racetrack, and unfortunately, once you come off the race course, you have to call it for the rest of the day. So that's why the race officials have brought him back in. So remember, once you pit, you have officially retired from the event. So unfortunate for Sean Calloway, was hoping to come back out, but indeed that is not the case in this event. So it shouldn't be too much longer. 19 circuits remain here this afternoon. 1 car coming off the track in turn number 2. I didn't catch the number on that car. It's the 00 that was scored in second spot. Buck, you documented the engine issues for that driver, Tyler Davis. He has come off the racetrack.
Yeah, so I mean, now, literally, there you go. That's the only car on the lead lap on the scoreboard right now. So, like I said, I believe you probably turn around and you go back and you'll probably find the 13 and the 64 will probably be your second and third place machines. And there may be a couple of cars racing around them. Like I said, I don't have timing and scoring information, just literally watching with my eyes and trying to keep up with it down here.
Just a few more seconds, and we will count them down together here at lap number 31. Your race leader continues to be Wesley Gibbons, and race fans, let's do it again. 5, 4, 3. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's boys and girls, here on a Saturday afternoon. Everybody getting back on the throttle, turning left, dragging bumpers, hoods are up, cars are getting worn out at this point. Drivers, I think, Cindy, are getting worn out as well.
I'm sure they are. This has to be exhausting. When you say survival of the fittest, it is not just the cars that are having some difficulty out here, I'm sure, today.
You're right about that. And we got a car going around in turn number 2. It looks like the 420 goes for a 180. He'll get it back together. He and the 7 got together in turn number 2. They will move on. The 420, though, is very, very slow. Now he's getting back up to speed.
Hey, you're going to want to put the red flag out.
Sean Calloway's trying to sneak out one more time. Car number 19 comes back out of the racetrack. Not sure how that happened, but indeed, he'll be posted to come into the pits.
They're going to have to put the red flag out to bring him in because he snuck out the backside of the pit road.
Maybe nobody's watching. Unfortunately,
Well,
there's a lot of
the only
folks
reason
watching.
you go out for something like that is to try to stop somebody or payback, so we don't want nobody getting hurt. That's the only thing.
That's right. That's right. As the 420 now comes off the racetrack, we've been talking a lot about Dalton McNair. He has come off the speedway. The 420, his day is done here at lap number 34. There's your race leader putting 35 on the scoreboard. He's taken that black number 2 back to turns 1 and 2 as he continues to try to work around all of these parked race cars.
Yeah, I tell you what, whoever put that last rivet in on the Stongel 53 machine or whatever that is out there, that rivet is hero work. I tell you what, that back bumper cover's been dragging for almost 20 laps and it has not come off. So that's the cat that I want putting my pop rivets in my car. All right, we've come to a stop for mainly just getting the car off the racetrack. So race fans, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was a good one.
The 8th time we put a pause on the action here today. Looks like one driver will have to exit the racetrack or exit the car in addition to Sean Calloway. He'll take that car off the course.
Actually not Sean in the car when he went by. I looked at it. Sean's actually over here in the pit area.
Is that Ricky Johnson maybe?
I do not know. It's Callaway's car, but somebody else has gotten in it.
All righty, so we'll check that. Maybe a Ricky Johnson in that car as well. We do not have electronic timing and scoring here for this event, so everything is hand scored, and we are watching up here in the tower, but it's a lot of fun here this afternoon, and we've already retired a ton of race cars that are just parked in the pits. 15 circuits remain in this one. We do know one thing. The race leader continues to be Wesley Givens. Looks like car number 6 will be moved as well. Not sure if that driver needs to come out of the car or not, but indeed, as we were talking up here, the cars getting worn out, the drivers are getting worn out, tires are getting worn out, and we are watching it all unfold. The 69 erupting in smoke at the end of the back straightaway. That driver will come to the pits. He's going to call it.
And something we don't get to talk about much in the Enduro racing, a sponsor, 110 Candle Company, and they're coming to Facebook very soon launching, so remember that name, 110 Candle Company. And Caitlin down here giving me a reminder and pointing it out, saying, hey, there's sponsors down here. I'm like, okay, cool. So there you go.
Sponsors are so important for racetracks, race car drivers, and race teams. Couldn't thank them enough for their support. And, of course, we have the best fans in the world who patronize the sponsors of the track and the drivers.
So the crowd definitely thinning out. The soup not as thick. Almost a broth now.
Having fun here today.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, wet racetrack, a little bit soapy. It's sort of dry in the top of the corners, which you've seen a lot of drivers taking advantage of right now. So that's exactly what Wesley's been doing.
Buck, count us down.
All right, fans of destruction, 5.
I think the race car drivers, I know the race car drivers can hear them counting it down.
That is awesome. That's my favorite part. I love, concerts when the crowd can be part of the show. Same thing here, man. These cats love being a part of the show.
Absolutely, and Buck, watch this 8 car come back around the front straightaway. That hood is still up, and he's still going.
He looks under the hood down the straightaways and then out the window. He literally leans his head out the window to the left in the corners.
He's going to get the Attaboy Award when this race is done. He has worked harder
We
than
need to
anybody.
have one of those, you know? Somebody like, you know, Jesse would be one of those cats. So the 9 car riding around here with the back tire just hung out off to the side, you know?
Absolutely. We'll unofficially give that award out at the end of the race. How about that?
Yeah. There he goes. Up, hood, inside, hood, inside.
Meanwhile, the 14 car behind him continues to go sideways, but he is not giving up, keeps the foot buried in the throttle, and continues on. Oh, the 72 car just barely avoids hitting the inside retaining wall here on the front stretch. He'll back it up and continue on after he and Thomas Fontaine may have gotten together.
Look, I said Andrew Anderson on it. I think that's what it says on the roof of it. Jesse Jones.
It is Andrew Anderson. You got it.
Jesse Jones is driving around here. The left rear tire is technically flat, but the wheel's like cocked out and almost like probably like if you turn the steering wheel to the left, his left rear tire is like that as he's driving around here in this 5 car. He's at the top of the track in turns 3 and 4 if you can see it from up there. But it's crazy. The tire's just dragging along. It's along for the ride.
One car very slow in turn number 2. I'm not sure if he's going to make it to the pits. That's the 33 car. Almost comes to a stop. That is Kyle Evans along the back straightaway wall. We'll see if he's able to continue, but I don't think he will. There's a stopped car just in front of him. He peeks down to the inside, but that car is not under power. Again, that is Kyle Evans here at lap number 40.
I'll tell you what, the 64 machine of Thomas Fontaine started catching the 2 car almost to unlap himself. He's a lap down. Oh, there it goes. You're at the metal that time. Tire gonna come off the wheel now.
Kyle Evans is rolling one more time, so maybe he found some more juice under the hood. That car is moving now at a much, much quicker pace here at lap number 41. Oh, this Thomas Fontaine and the 8 car get together here on the front straightaway. Fontaine now peeks down to the inside, side by side. Thomas Fontaine will get around to the 8 car. Hits the red car hard in turns 1 and 2.
13 machine.
Big time problems there. The driver, the hood came down though. That's one positive thing.
Close the hood at least till he gets more forward momentum. Oh man, he's burning her down over there.
He is. Very, very wet conditions. We have watered this track
is the car
all
on
day.
Fire, or is that burnout?
I think that was a burnout he was trying to do just to get that car going again. But I think he's actually stuck in the grass because this track is very, very wet. And of course, the grass is very, very wet down there as well. So certainly conditions very, very different than we'd ever see on a Saturday night, Cindy, for sure. But this is what's so much fun about this racetrack and what we're doing here today. I believe the driver has climbed from that car. Indeed, he has. He's climbed from his car. So the Attaboy Award unofficially going to him. He's now out of the car, I should say.
We are 7 laps from the end of this thing, buddy.
Wow, where do those
that
laps go?
happened quick. I know, it's like it took us forever to get our first 8 in, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay. Here comes your leader through 3 and 4. Through the top of turn number 4 right now, all by his lonesome all day long. He won our first race of the day, and he's looking like right now he's going to win our last one.
He's trying to make it happen. And remember, he's got to make it back to lap number 50. In racing, we've seen some crazy things happen. And one car has problems in turn number 4. Driver climbs out of the car. Red flag is out here at lap 44.
Yeah, red flag coming back out. Whoa, lock him down. Everybody getting stopped. Whoa, Wesley.
I'm not sure, Buck, if that was the 33 of Kyle Evans that climbed from his car or not.
I do not know from here.
May have been.
I tell you what, race fans, everybody has come to a stop, though. 3, 2, 1. We are 6 laps away from crowning the winner of today's Day of Destruction, brought to you by Thomas Nelson Community College. And Wesley Evans going to be backed up just a little bit, but I mean, technically he needs to back up almost 2.5 laps just to get back to the next car close to him in scoring order. 6 machine calling it done. I believe that's Christian, isn't it?
Maybe. As we're looking up here in the tower, they're backing the 53 car up as well, as officials did not think he stopped in time. So, of course, they're watching all over the track, and if a driver doesn't quite stop, they're going to back them up where they think they should go. As right now, we do know car number 2, Wesley Givens, continues to lead with 6 laps remaining.
And Jesse Jones called it a day. He's climbing out of his machine after, like I said, the left rear pretty much almost if you turn your car to go around the corner, that thing's been out that much. And he finally, the tire gave out, so instead of dragging the wheel around the racetrack and cutting grooves in the track, he went ahead and brought her on in.
So we're down to the finish almost. 6 more laps remain as we watch to see if Wesley Givens can get it done here today. Will he be able to survive these final few laps? And one thing is for sure as well, we've got a lot of retired drivers here this afternoon.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was curious to see how many cars we're going to end up with when all's said and done. We started with 42.
I believe so.
I was really sorry to see the 8 car not make it. I wanted to see that cross the finish line with the hood up so bad.
You and me both, as I know a lot of the race fans did as well. So as we get set to go back out at 6 more times around here this afternoon, as we'll wrap it up here, let's count them down, race fans. 5, 4.
Leader in the middle of turns 3 and 4, working towards the top half of the racetrack. Coming down the front stretch, exactly an extended palm from Shane Snyder to the 2 of Wesley Givens.
5 more trips around the racetrack. He's now in the middle of turns 1 and 2. One car sideways in turn number 2. In the grass now, but he's not going to give up. That zebra-painted car will continue on midway down the back straightaway.
I believe that's the 10, if I remember the right on the number. Well, I'll have to wait till it gets back around here because that zebra stripe you can't tell.
Maybe Robert, but we'll check that as he comes back around the start-finish line.
2 car across the stripe, 4 more circuits left to go, and that is the 10 mobile. Yes.
All righty, how about it, Robert? Doing some agricultural racing this afternoon, but he's continuing to finish here as we count him down. Midway down the backstretch is your race leader.
That paint scheme reminds me of Madagascar.
All righty, having some fun here. 3 more laps to go. Just a few cars remain in the survival of the fittest.
I feel sorry for timing and scoring, having to figure out who's second and third. I really do believe it's going to be Thomas Fontaine and probably this 01 car, more than likely, or either Thomas Fontaine and the 69. That would be my guess.
Oh, we got a car in the back straightaway hitting a stop car, I do believe. That was the 96 maybe?
He kept digging.
He's still going, though. That was a hard hit.
That car is made by Timex. It keeps on ticking.
Your leader is now in turn number 2, I believe.
Yes.
Middle of the backstretch. He's going to get the white flag buck this next time around.
Yeah, well, following down into turn number 3, 69 car right in his tracks down into the corner. Wesley going to make his way off of turn number 4. There's no doubt about this machine. We've watched him all day. Nobody has passed him. He has passed everyone else.
You know, one thing I love, he's got the windshield wipers just going to town to try to help keep that windshield going, as several other drivers do as well. Wesley Givens off of turn number 2. He's going to be midway down the backstretch for the final time. Here he comes in turns 3 and 4.
Down into turn number 3 comes the 2 machine. This machine has been a battle horse all day long. He wore a different number in the number 8 car at the beginning, but he will dominate the 50-lap feature. Wesley Givens will be your winner.
Wesley Givens, wow. He took the boys and girls to the woodshed. He has won here this afternoon. One car spins over in turns 3 and 4. I believe that was the 1 car. Another car is in smoke there in turn number 4. But Wesley Givens put on a clinic here this afternoon. He has won the Day of Destruction, the 50-lap survival of the fittest.
Come on, pump it, boy, pump it, boy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Cheer him on, come on, come on, come on. Bring it on now. Come on. Come on.
Just a little bit more. Little bit more.
Keep rolling.
Give him a push.
Keep rolling. Push it. That's
there
right. Give him a push. Give him a push, Wes. Come on.
And he's going to help him.
Yeah.
He will finish. Alan Swift comes across the line in car number 3.
So we will wait for the official word from timing and scoring upstairs for second and third. But Wesley Givens, we will be talking to him in a few moments. He is $1,000 richer.
How about that? Wesley Givens dominated today's 50-lap race And I tell you what, Cindy, this race did not disappoint.
No. The race fans today, the drivers, everyone, we've gotten a great show out here. And it's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed being here today.
We couldn't say thank you enough to you, the entire team, as well as to Dr. Porter Brandon, the president. We've just enjoyed having you here, enjoyed partnering with you again, as always. We can't say enough thanks to Thomas Nelson Community College.
Well, and I'm just going to turn that back around. Thank everyone at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, you and Buck and the whole team. There were 2 of our alums up here in the booth, and I was really excited to hear their stories, and they've had great success. They started at Thomas Nelson, finished at ODU, which a lot of our students do. We're really all about all of our students crossing the finish line, just like these drivers did today. So we love to partner here, and we'll be back again.
Hey, we look forward to having you, and great job, Cindy Calloway. Very, very good here behind the mic, the Vice President of Institutional Advancement with Thomas Nelson Community College. Your winner is out of the car. He's standing on top of it. Let's go trackside to Buck Roos.
No give up whatsoever in this machine, brother.
No, sir, not at all.
And I know there's no give up in the driver.
No, I don't give up.
That's it, right? Look at these fans up here at Destruction. Fans, what do you think about this dude?
That's what it's all about is the fans. You know, if it weren't for them, none of us would even be here. It wouldn't even be possible. So.
Amen, brother. Thank y'all very much. Everybody heading out, thank y'all very much for coming out. Remember, regular racing season ends up next Saturday night, so come on back out. But, man, this machine, your buddy Tyler hung in there with you for about 3/4 of the race, and then I heard the motor starting to go more and more south on that machine. And they haven't even figured out second and third yet. You lapped the whole field.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I just come out here and run, and I do the best I can, and that's all that matters.
The traffic and everything, you know, running the dirt, you get used to a car that's sliding everywhere anyway a little bit, you know, but after the track hardens up, it's just like asphalt.
And man, to be honest with you, it's more like asphalt when it's wet, and then when it dries, that laundry detergent is still on the track, and it's so slick, you can't get down on it. You just got to baby it.
Exactly. Well, congratulations, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Great day for this race team. I tell you what, between them and Danny Harrell, the only other person that left here with a trophy was Thomas Fontaine. They dominated the entire day of destruction.
What an exciting day we have witnessed here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway as the 7 car gives the push to the 137 to take him back to the pits. This day certainly did not disappoint. Lots of excitement. And we can't say enough thanks to all of you great race fans for being here today to enjoy these festivities. A big congratulations to all of our event winners here for Thomas Nelson Community College's Day of Destruction. Wesley Givens kicked us off with the reverse 3-lap event as the winner. The flagpole winner, that was Thomas Fontaine. Congratulations to Christian Hammond and Tyler Howard for winning the bag race today. The train race, that went to Tyler Davis and Wesley Givens. Danny Harrell did it again in the appliance race. He and his team were able to put the 5 appliances in and cross the finish line in first. The second place race, well, that went to Tyler Davis in the 00. That was a lot of fun to watch. And also Danny Harrell did it in the donut burnout, and we just witnessed Wesley Givens dominate the Enduro 50-lap survival of the fittest event. That is going to wrap it up for today's races, but don't forget, we're back here one more time in 2021. It's next weekend, and it's a show you don't want to miss. It is our Sean Beluzzo Memorial 100 and Championship Night number 2, as we'll crown some more champions to wrap up the 2021 season here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. If you enjoyed our Day of Destruction, we'll do it again in the spring next March, and we hope to have you back here with us as well. All the details online at langley-speedway.com. For Buck Roos, I'm Brian White. We'll see you back at the track next Saturday night here in Hampton, Virginia.